Billy, that's you? Billy, that's you?
Look, first, I do care about the turtles, and I do not like straws because of that, sure.
I love a straw. I love a good straw. I love sucking on shit. Not dicks or anything. Nothing
115, 10.
Nothing homosexual.
1/3,
That
2019.
makes sense.
Okay. That's
right.
gonna be in the opening video. Oh. Oh my god, bro. There is no one like you. You are...
But I'm gonna fuck around and make my whole fucking album distorted, and they gonna be like, that boy edgy as fuck. Yeah, fuck. TCAP 803.
Coming heavy with the weight and feel. Wonder if the hoes in Jesus' hand held. Give a fuck how a man feel. Whole world at a standstill, stigmatized. Donald Trump, they will not criticize. Still question bomber like my nigga lied. White girls boosting so my nigga ride. Out here switching sides. Crossing ship to mind the window cause they living blind. And they soul not showing. I swear my flow how potent. How these hoes got open and you know Pop's joking. If he expect forgiveness, I'm one of your seven victim. Hell's free of heaven's prison. These are split decisions. And I think I give the misses, but I give the masses. My whole all there no walls. I ain't kissing asses. The shit and I don't stop. Don't stop. She ain't bars, the enemy she won't call her. You didn't see her coming. People are screaming, running, baby like babies. Why they didn't need enough to drive horsepower. It's easy punching, smoking weed, I'm blunting. Notice these are stunning, ain't me like Jesus functions. Eating knowledge, I got key consumption. Super Saiyan wannabe, I eat a peanut butter for your family. They ugly. You can keep your cousin, most people puzzling. You want my time is about an hour and I need 100. I see your ship and see it sunken. Missing me, she keep on cutting. She a keeper, love a hot box, a beamer bucket. My demon, she seen a sucker. She breathe me, need me, so fucking here for long haul. Press hold, the God calls.
You don't have your mic, so they couldn't hear you.
Banana.
They can't really hear you, Kratom, because your mic is gone. What?
Apparently we're loud as fuck anyway on there, so.
I mean, it's true, but I'm loud as fuck on purpose to make them upset.
Oh, you made it loud on purpose to make them upset?
Well, I make myself loud. I purposefully get crazy loud in bananas for no reason other than to do it. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of We Might Not Be Live at any moment because of the shitty internet connection. But we're gonna work through it.
Was that what we're rebranding as?
Yes, that's our new show name. Welcome back to Our Internet Sucks. Welcome back to. We'll probably stop at some point.
Low key.
Banana.
Like, Bad Connection would be a good name for a show.
It would be a good name for a show. It'd be a good name for a live show like this one.
Yeah.
Like shit. Welcome back to Shit Connection, where you might hear us and you might not.
You're mixing it up too much. Just Bad Connection, or like low Wi-Fi.
Welcome back to Garbage Connection,
No,
the show where I change the name of the show every time I mention the name of the show
That's pretty much
because it pisses Creighton off.
That's pretty much what we've been doing with my show. It's like every time I do an episode, it's a different name.
Well, that's because you've only had like 2 or 3 episodes so far.
Yeah. 3 right now, and I'm working on the 4th. Did I tell you who my next guest is going to be?
Mm-mm.
It's going to be the guy that works with Aleem, Pat.
Pat, I got you. That could be a great one.
Right?
Pat's like super smart and like super talented.
We're trying to set it up sometime next week.
I got you. Is he here in Lancaster right now?
So he's in Kershaw, but he works out of Columbia. So,
Okay, I
And
gotcha.
I've already told him, like, the setup that I use is completely mobile, so we can do it wherever he wants
Literally,
to.
yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Well, Creighton, the weather today in, get this, Alamaki County. How great does that
Bless-
sound? Say
bless you.
Alamaki.
Bless you,
Say
Charlie.
Alamaki.
Alamaka.
No, Alamaki.
I'm not a monkey, Charlie.
Say Alamaki.
Al is not a monkey. Are you sure you're saying it right?
I'm pretty sure.
Alamaki?
Alamaki. Alamake, Alamaki County, Iowa. The weather in Alamaki.
Wait, that's in Iowa?
Yes.
I thought
The weather in Alamaki County, Iowa was clear, 65 degrees Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit.
The precipitation was
They're
3%.
foreigners over there.
The humidity is 80% and the wind was 5 miles per hour. Tomorrow, there'll be a high of 81 and a low of 61.
Banana. Do I know Pat?
Probably not. You probably don't know Pat.
That
You
was
might,
like,
but
no.
you probably don't.
She knows a different Pat, though. Pat that comes to
excuse me.
Cushy a lot. Oh, look at this. It's a dog. Look at that dog.
Are you looking at your Snapchat at the beginning of the podcast?
No, I'm trying to. So
No, just yes.
No, so like I'm trying to do all the tweets and all that shit, and
Because you
like,
didn't
my
take the time to
memories.
do it beforehand.
You know how Snapchat Memories lets you know whenever stuff pops up? It was one of my memories. My memory.
Anyway,
Shorty.
Awkward Turtle, which is apparently our friend Anna, followed us 11
Probably.
hours ago.
Like 80% sure.
80% sure Creighton is of that. Creighton's mother, Kimberly, if you're somehow here right now, which I highly doubt, it's midnight. She subscribed 4 hours ago. Thank you. And it's Christo Bro, who I know from Twitter and the Infam, followed us like as I tweeted out the stream. So thank you, Christo Bro, if you're still here and you're lurking. And if not, well, I'm sorry.
Oh, we're sorry either way.
And if I see you, I'll say, yeah, we're sorry for what you're gonna have to witness.
we
This is 100%. That is 100% Anna. Wait, why did I read that like it was Isaiah's
I
name?
don't know.
That's Joel.
I guess because of the us at the
Hey
end.
Joel.
Because of the us at the end.
I think it was the us. Yeah, that's why.
Or you're just a dick.
I thought it was Isaiah. Hello Joel. That is 100%
Or
Anna.
you're just a racist. You're like all purple names.
It's not purple on
are
my
the same
screen.
people.
It's white on my screen.
Oh, all white names are the
Sup,
same.
bitches? Someone's using their channel points.
Guess how many channel points I have now?
How many? Say 84,000.
69.1.
You should have waited till it was 69.6. That would have been nice. Creighton, did you know that the AMC theaters are going to open on August 20th
Yeah,
with
I put-
15-cent
I
movie
put
tickets?
something about-
And that the popcorn will be $10 and the tickets will be 15 cents and the COVID will be 19? Did you know that? Because I knew that. And I put it in our notes and I thought it was funny. And I thought you should know about it. Creighton put a picture of that in our notes today.
I'm
At
upset.
Kristen, I'm the only one whose last name has been said on the podcast.
What?
What's up, you gay ass losers?
Yeah,
God damn it, Nick. That's not true.
No.
I've said a lot of people's last name by
No,
accident.
well, that was in the form of a question, though. He said, "Am I?"
Oh. Am I the only one? Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Look at you.
Possibly. No.
See?
Well, that's not true.
I'm like
There's your answer.
promoting over here, and like I'm still paying more
Oh,
attention
excuse
than
me.
you are to chat. Though, but is that true though about the 15-cent movie tickets?
Apparently, yes, but not like for. It's not like you can go see Tenet for 15 cents. What they're gonna do is they're gonna open up the theaters for 15-cent movie tickets, but like it'll be old stuff. Like you can go see Jurassic Park or The Dark Knight or like Inception, and go see a bunch of movies like that for 15 cents.
Well, let's go do that then.
Maybe.
I just miss going to a movie.
I do
theater.
too. Charlie scared me today. Charlie got scared today. Okay.
Charlie is scared.
We were watching
now.
PT playthroughs before the podcast, and I was not prepared for a thing I hadn't seen before. It was very scary. It is not up yet, but yesterday's podcast was awesome, and also at one point early on had some YouTube exclusive content. That when it is on
Oh.
YouTube, it will be up because the internet went out yet again.
Yes.
Because the internet is trash, and internet in general around here is garbage. Because internet companies have monopolies on the areas they have network for, and it is just straight up bullshit.
Not all the time. My house is pretty great, so
Well, you're not trying to do what I'm trying to do with the internet.
I disagree. I'm trying to do a lot more stressful things with the internet.
Like what? Watch Twitch? Watch
I don't know.
Netflix?
I was going for a porn joke, but like I was like, yeah, it starts with a P and ends with an N.
Peen.
And then there's an or in the middle.
Uh-huh.
Say it all together now.
I don't think you understand what I'm trying to say. Mike has a PC. Logan has a PC.
Yeah.
I have a PC.
No, it's all just for a joke, Charlie.
We all have phones.
Just because of the bandwidth.
Their refrigerators on the Wi-Fi.
We need more bandwidth.
Like-
Is there a refrigerator really on the
Yeah, it's on
They
the
should
Wi-Fi.
take it off. That's such a waste of bandwidth.
Well, they like their refrigerator with the Wi-Fi
Right,
because they can
you
access it.
agree.
They can access it from their phones.
What
There's
are you-
cameras
what are
in their
you
fridge.
doing? What are you doing from your phone? You can't just get up and look and see what you got. in the
Well, they don't
fridge.
have to. They can look at their phone and see what's in the
Is
fridge.
there a log? Like, you know what I mean? Like, as I'm putting shit in the fridge, do I gotta enter in too? Scan the barcode and all that shit? Yeah, that's top tier laziness. I'm sorry, Mike. I
Don't
love
sit here
you.
and act like you wouldn't do the same
I
shit.
wouldn't. That's a dumb feature.
What if you're at like you're at the store and you're like, I wonder if we have fucking tacos, and you pull up
I
your
can
fridge
just
cam,
make notes before I leave.
or you can have your app connected.
No,
And
that's
just know.
dumb. That's going around my elbow to scratch my ass.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
It
It's
is.
it's not having to lift your shirt up to scratch your stomach. Instead, you can just have no shirt on and scratch your stomach right
No,
away.
That's not the same. 'cause
It's
it
literally the
costs-
same.
It's,
It's easier than doing notes
'cause it
because you don't have to
costs-
check.
$500 at least to have your shirt off.
What?
How much is a Wi-Fi connected refrigerator? I don't know.
It was like an extra $30. It's nothing.
No, I'm talking about like to go out and buy a refrigerator that's brand new that connects to your Wi-Fi.
The fridge itself is probably expensive. I
That's
don't
what
know.
I'm saying.
Well, man, I don't know. I mean, you're talking about people who can afford it. I mean,
Uh,
we can't afford it, but if you can, why
well,
not?
Even if I could, I'd be like, no, that's a stupid waste of
You
money.
say that now, but
I
you
will not ever.
you'll never do that.
I
Even when
won't.
fridges all have it,
I won't.
not even when
I-
all
I
fridges have
hate-
it.
I hate that we have a motion sensitive trash can at my mom's. Like, I don't like it. Like, it's so dumb. I can just step on a pedal and the lid lifts up.
Yeah, but what if the little hook that connects to the thing has unlodged
I
itself,
can-
and you're holding a bunch of shit, and you can't use your
I
hands to
can
open the
set
trash
it
can?
down, take apart the lid, and fix it.
Yeah, but others would say that is doing too many things.
At least if I fix it, it doesn't have to take batteries every
You're
time.
just too old school. You don't like new shit.
I
You don't
like-
like technology
I'm
taking
old
over.
school, but I'm old school, but I'm open to the advances in technology. But that's a dumb advance.
Why? It's cheap to
me-
make.
look,
It's cheap to
me,
make, and it's
dumb.
only helpful.
To me, it's dumb because I
Why is it
know I'm
dumb?
not going to use it.
What if you're the only person that didn't use it? Would it still be dumb to you?
What do you mean?
What if everyone used it and you were the only
well,
person
this
that
is just
didn't?
like, I'm still not gonna get it. You know what I mean? Even if like everybody I know is like, oh, it's the greatest thing ever. I love it.
I
I'm
always
like,
forget to bring my list.
cool.
Exactly.
It's on the same level as like having a
It's a
Wi-Fi,
huge
having your
fridge.
car. Well, no, never mind. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. But I was about
What?
to say it's almost on the same level as having Wi-Fi in your car, but that's actually pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, Wi-Fi in your car is like the play.
It's like as dumb as having your washing machine connected to your Wi-Fi. But that I kind of get because if you have a big house, like you can have your phone alert you when your washing machine's done.
Or you can start the wash before you leave somewhere, and then like have it ready to go to the dryer before like when you're gone out of the house.
Or hear me out, I can just remember the timer that I set it to, or the time that I set it.
But what
to
if you have to
go off.
leave?
If
but
I
you need
have
your
to
laundry done?
leave- What do you mean?
What if you have to leave and you need your laundry done?
It still has to be taken out and loaded into another thing.
What if it's what if it's a washing machine that also is a dryer?
That's
Not yet. It's nothing yet.
That if
Not
it
yet.
becomes a thing, I will invest in that because that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, that would
But
be awesome.
other than
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yeah, but the Wi-Fi thing is dumb. Like any utility,
Get your phone away from the mixer.
any utility or whatever it is that you're connecting to a Wi-Fi that isn't like an oven, I get because you might accidentally leave it on, and that's almost a fire in your house potentially.
But if you had your phone connected to your oven, you could
well,
cut
that's
it
what
off.
I'm saying. Like that's the one I get. Like I would probably get one of those if I really wanted to. You know what I mean? Huh? That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
they definitely have
That's
that.
what I'm saying. Like that's
Stove,
that's
oven.
justifiable to me. 'Cause,
Like, every appliance in your house now has a version of it somewhere that can connect to
thermostat, I
Wi-Fi.
kind of get because you want to preset it if you're away. Lights, I don't get. I don't agree with the light one.
You don't agree with the light one?
No.
What if you're gone and you don't want and you want to save energy, but it's nighttime and you want to cut the lights on so people think that you're still there and they don't break into your house?
I'll just leave the lights on when I leave.
But then your lights are on all day long in the daylight, wasting a bunch of energy.
I'm fine with that.
It's a big energy bill.
Yeah. I've done it before. It's not as.
You weren't paying the bills
No, I was.
at your little
At
Columbia
yeah.
apartment.
I mean-
yeah, with one room.
I mean, like the bill was still like a little bit more, but not by much. I mean, you.
Well, yeah, you were in a one-room apartment with a
No, no, no,
lamp.
but I mean, still, like
You're not talking about a home. If this house
And
had every
if
light on
I
all
wouldn't
day long,
leave
every day.
light on. I would put on like the living room light or something, and maybe
Mhm.
a light outside. If I even did it, I might just leave them off.
Robbers, they know stuff like that. They expect that. They look for vehicles, but if there's like every light on, they're like, damn, who would leave all their fucking lights on?
Don't they also know about Wi-Fi connected stuff, and they can just be like, oh, okay, like
Not if it's locked.
everybody knows about that stuff. Man.
Not if it's locked, though. They can't get into the Wi-Fi
mean,
stuff if
robbers-
it's locked.
People who steal and stuff are idiots, but like they're not.
What?
I think they're idiots.
Why do you think
know?
they're idiots?
Because like it's. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like not stealing. Maybe not in such a blanketed statement, because there's obviously situations where you might have to steal. But like, if you're going and burgling like homes and stuff, like I just don't think you're making good decisions for your life.
Well, what if some people haven't ever had the opportunity to make good decisions based on where they're from? Now you just
I don't,
sound,
look,
you know.
I don't know. But the point is,
You
I
think the
wouldn't-
guys from Ocean's
the-
11 were stupid?
No, but that's different. That's a heist.
Yeah, I mean, breaking
not-
into a house and stealing something is a heist.
Not,
If you're just
not-
there to get
they're
money,
Not on the same level.
I
You're
mean, it depends
comparing
on the
apples
house.
to oranges.
Not if it depends on the house. What if some billionaire, you break into his house? That's just a house.
But then he would obviously have a Wi-Fi connected fridge.
So, what?
We were talking about if I would have these things.
Well,
yeah.
No, that was another conversation. Now we're
Wait,
talking
are we
about
on
burglars.
this now because I
I
wasn't
am.
finished with the Wi-Fi thing.
Okay, let's finish. What are you talking about?
What about like Wi-Fi connected furniture?
What do you mean?
Well, isn't there some furniture that you can connect
Probably
to
like
Wi-Fi?
I can imagine like a massage chair being.
Connected to Wi-Fi?
Yeah,
See,
'cause-
I think
'cause-
that's kind of dumb.
Well, I mean, it's the same as if it's got a remote connected. I mean, it's literally the same thing. Just
Nah,
one's on your
I
phone
just
now.
don't like that everything's in one spot. I like having multiple remotes, so that way I can lose one of them and then look for the other one for hours, and only to find it and be the wrong one.
You think the
Look at you.
you
knocking
think
shit
that
down.
that was Evie? You think the criminals are dumb? You think the guys robbing are dumb? In reality, they're probably the smart ones. You're the one over here thinking it's better to have a whole bunch of shit to lose instead of one thing to lose.
Yeah, 'cause I like looking for shit. Makes me feel good.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. Me, big boy, Charlie.
Why are you quoting Jack's films all of a sudden? I remember my grandpa having a recliner that would vibrate, and it was top tier. Yeah. There are beds like a really famous thing like in certain like air quotes luxury hotels back in the like 60s and 70s was vibrating beds, and it was like in the like honeymoon suite the bed would just not like vibrate like massage chair vibrate like it would literally just.
Yeah. My mom has one of those beds. I don't think she uses it, but like it's just.
Yeah, I feel like it's not as great as it sounds.
It's just so like it's not to me anyway. What?
No, I like that bed. I sleep great in that bed
She's got like adjustable. She's got like an adjustable bed. Like you can set it up to where she's sitting up and everything. Yeah, it's really fancy. Like each side has its own setting, so one side can come up while the other side's down. Or I think it's like that. It might be. It might not be like that. It might just be one off. I think it's also heated too. Yeah, she got that.
Beds
like
are
her
important.
New car, like
Beds.
the whole thing.
I never understand people who think it's like dumb to try and invest good money
Oh,
in a
see,
bed.
that's not dumb. The whole Wi-Fi fridge thing, I think is dumb. Because, like, I can do everything I got to do without a Wi-Fi fridge now, and I don't forget shit at the store.
You can,
I mean,
but you have to.
I can.
you have to,
but
like, triple
you
check
can't forget
yourself.
shit, even if you have a Wi-Fi fridge.
What?
Huh? I'm saying, yeah, you can, but like you can forget shit even if you have a Wi-Fi.
Yeah, but if
fridge.
you have the Wi-Fi fridge, you can just be at the store and look at what's in your fridge and
But
know.
you can still look at that and then like get up to the register and completely forget about it and get home and be like, oh shit, I forgot this thing and I even have my Wi-Fi fridge. And
Yeah,
it
but if you make a
failed.
list, you can have forgotten to put stuff on the list, and there's no way to know once you're at the
Yes,
store.
But I mean it goes both ways though. That's what I'm saying. Like
No,
you
it
can
doesn't.
forget if you have the Wi-Fi fridge and you can forget.
No, you're
if you're making
separating.
a
No, you're
list.
separating
Now,
a tier of this.
Granted, like
You're saying it's not. You're saying
You're
it's the
less
same, but it's not.
likely. You're less likely.
And you're just
to
trying to walk over it.
No, I'm not. Listen to me.
Just
You're
keep
less
going.
likely to forget if you have the Wi-Fi fridge because you can look at it right there while you're at the store.
Yeah.
But you can still forget.
Yeah, but you're separating.
How am I
You're adding an
separating?
extra step. If you make a
Am I
list,
adding an
if you
extra
make a list and you forget you need something, and you get to the store, you're not gonna have that thing you needed because you're not gonna know if you have it at home or not.
I mean, obviously, I didn't need it if I forgot it that easily. Or I'll just
Then
go
why?
back-
Then why is
or I'll
forgetting
just
even a
go-
problem?
Or I'll just
If you
go
can't
back-
remember it, then it's not even an issue.
Or I'll just go back and get it. I mean, like, damn, it's not gonna
Just
be
go back. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
not everybody. It's not easy for everybody just to
It's
go
not
back to the
easy
store.
for everybody, but I'm talking about for me specifically. Like, it's easy to just go get in the car and go back and get it.
We got sent a massage chair at work, and the director of sales cut the cord.
Why?
Y'all rating vibrators now? Shit.
We should be.
What a day.
I've heard
what
there's
a day
Wi-Fi
to be
connected
rated.
vibrators. Yeah.
There are.
So you gonna get you one of those, Charlie?
No. I saw a really good meme where it was like, now Apple AirPods with new subwoofer, and it was like a butt plug that vibrates. It was amazing. But it was like made to look like an Apple product. It was fucking
I've
awesome.
seen that.
It was so great. I was like, that might actually be a good idea. I'll never test it, but it might be a good idea.
Why not?
I wonder if that's like some amazing, like, feeling. Could you imagine? I
Why
don't think
won't-
I could ever test it. I don't think I'd
Well, you
want
can
to.
definitely tell it's an Apple product.
What?
You can definitely tell it's an Apple product whenever you put it in. It's just so smooth, so elegant, or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
so
not-
glitchy.
so
Can't get it
glitchy.
off.
It breaks from the
It breaks when you
slightest
try it.
splash of water.
Yeah. God damn it, Creighton.
There's glass shards in your ass for some reason. It's not even glass.
What was I? There's something I wanted to say. God damn it, you fucked me up.
He's thinking about the glass shard.
No, I'm thinking about it was the Wi-Fi thing. There's something about the Wi-Fi I was trying to say, and then you like, God damn it.
What about Wi-Fi connected shoes?
I don't see any. Maybe if there was air conditioner in your shoes, that could be
See,
cool.
but I feel like that would break the moment you step in a puddle.
Maybe.
And
Probably.
then you get electrocuted.
I would not survive.
No, like if you had electric Heelys, let's go. Like,
What would make that better than normal Heelys?
because then you can like, have you seen like the electric skateboards? Like they'll scoot for a little bit, or like, and then they'll just hit a button and it'll just go. Like as long
Yeah.
as they get the momentum going.
Oh, you can do that without the
no,
momentum.
but that with Heelys.
I feel like that's just a more of an accident waiting to happen
it?
because then your body can mess up and you can wreck hard. On the skateboard has to hit a rock.
So
You're just adding things that can go wrong.
Yeah, but I'll have.
It's like flying cars. Everyone thinks flying cars is part of our future. There will never be flying cars on our planet.
You say that.
Not that people can own commercially or not commercially, that people can own privately, like as a citizen, that you can just drive around on the road. There will never, or not on the road, but in the air. There will never be like air traveling vehicle
Why
because
not?
9/11.
What? Oh,
There will never be.
people have private
That's
jets,
different.
Charlie.
They don't get to fly their private jets. Private
Why
jets
not?
are flown by normal pilots at airports. That's what like pilots don't have like a hey tomorrow you got to fly to Seattle and then
people have private planes.
Yeah.
That they fly. that
Yes,
they're
but you
trained
have to-
fly.
you have to have a license and you're not allowed to fly without checking in at every tower you pass.
Yeah.
Like it's you could, yes, but again, you have to go through ridiculous testing. Yes, but how often does that happen?
I don't know. Well, there's been planes that
No.
crash in the suburbs a lot too. You know what I mean? Like there was just a crash.
Well,
we
yeah, I
saw
mean,
on the
look,
news
hold
the
on.
other day.
I feel like you guys are arguing the wrong thing. What I'm saying is if it was as easy as breaking into a car and taking it and then 9/11ing a building,
I got you. I got
everyone would do it to every building they don't like.
I
What
don't
I'm
know.
saying
I
is
still think we'll get them though, because I feel like they're coming up with new ways to prevent that.
well,
You
no,
know what I
because
mean?
then they're gonna have to build a highway in the air. They're gonna have to have airspace dedicated to vehicles, and that's you're literally talking about remapping the whole planet for
We've done it before as
Nope.
as a society.
when
As a race.
when we made
When
cars.
when we put
that was the
rail-
only
no,
time.
No, when we put railroads.
That was
down.
before cars. There
Well,
were
that's what
trains
I'm
before
saying.
cars.
Like we've done it before. Like technically we've done
At the
it
beginning
twice.
of the Industrial Revolution,
Technically-
yes, but
Technically
not
speaking,
since.
we've done it 3 times because they have air traffic now or whatever that have like specific.
yes,
flight
but that is
paths.
very different. You're talking about a plane carrying hundreds of people at a time. Not every person, not for every human, there needs to be an air vehicle. That is a different thing. You're talking there is one plane for every like thousands of people. Out of all the people in America, 5, maybe 10% fly annually, let alone daily. There's a lot of people that fly daily. But out of those lot of people, that is we'll figure it out. Hold on, let's see. How many people fly in America?
I didn't realize you were so on this. I think we should too. I agree with Kyle. Kyle's right. We should have flying cars.
The-
Talk about
The group says U.S. I'd fly. I
Nick-
would.
Nick
I'd love
said-
flying.
Nick said on this episode, the boys talk about
I'd get
vibrator
that.
shopping lists, vibrators shopping lists, and glass shards in your ass for no reason.
The flying cars would be electric and autopilot themselves and follow power source non-physical pathways and shit.
Yeah,
I mean, sure.
I see, because
Where
like
we're going, we don't need roads.
well, you see, we're already on the way to like having. Weren't you talking about one podcast about how like you think it'll be illegal for you to drive at some point?
What'd you say?
Like you were talking about like how cars have like autopilot on them or whatever now, or they're trying to get to where cars drive themselves.
Yeah, a lot do. I mean, like Teslas, it's not fully automated. It's not like you can sit there in the driver's seat and take a nap and the car will get you where you're going. But if you're sitting in the seat and you have your hands on the wheel, the car will drive you. And the car will turn. And the car will go wherever you're asking. It'll park for you. It'll leave its parking spot, like, in a parking lot and come to the front door of the building you're at and pick you up. Like we're
That's
getting
cool.
there. It's really cool.
But I still don't think they should.
And it can't do everything else yet.
I still don't think they should make it illegal that you can drive. Like, you know what I mean?
I don't think they
still
will. I don't think
people-
they're going to. I think
people
that
should be able to drive if they want to drive.
I don't think it'll ever happen in our lifetime.
I would break the law constantly.
No more calling in hungover. Exactly. I feel like flying cars could be a thing in the distant future, like after AI takes over and the environment goes to shit.
Yeah.
Well, I
agree
think
with
that if AI takes over, the environment won't go to shit
Why?
because AI will just wipe out humans.
Yeah.
Yeah. If AI becomes what like AI really is going to become, probably like they'll just poison everyone. They'll just poison humans. They'll like get rid of everybody. Like humans are the problem in like there's two outcomes. There's the really like pessimistic view, which is what I just said, that AI are just going to wipe out humans and realize that humans are a problem, or AI will have a fundamental block in its programming saying humans built you, you need to be nice to humans, and that'll work somehow, but I just don't think it'll work. I think technology will be smarter than this. I think humans are like an organic bootleg to what is coming next. And I think that's AI. I think AI is the next thinking, feeling thing that will actually be what goes on to become, like, what rules the universe, not people. People aren't going to rule the universe. We're too soft. We're too weak. Like, literally. Not, like, in our heads, but, like I could get a knife and stab you right now, and it would take no effort
What
for the
if
knife to go through and
aliens-
kill you.
What if aliens are AI that's traveled back in time from the future, and like that's why there hasn't been like any like super big interruptions in the timeline from there.
But maybe there have been, you know? I mean, that's like what that's what the movie Interstellar or the movie Contact, like that's what those kind of like flirt with, the idea of maybe aliens are something from way in the distant future or distant past that are coming to try and help us now, or maybe we're the aliens.
Yeah.
And we've figured out how to go through the fourth and fifth and sixth dimension, and instead of traveling linearly through time, we're able to travel back and forth and in and out of time, freely.
I hope we don't I hope AI isn't like bad and tries to wipe us out.
I
hope
mean,
it's
yeah,
I hope
everyone
we're all,
hopes that.
Cool, you know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, that's the hope, but AI is scary. I mean, look, Elon Musk made an AI, and as soon as it started writing its own language with the same AI that Google made, and they made separate AIs, like offline in factories, and both started making a language together, that's when they turned their AIs off, broke the machines, caught them on fire, and put them in the ocean. AI is scary, and that's a real thing.
Wait. They started
AIs. Google made an AI. Elon Musk made an AI. Someone else made an AI. They all started making the same language.
like talking to one another.
Not talking to each other. They started creating their own language, and each of the languages was the same language.
Ooh. Could they understand it? Did they break it down to see if they could?
No, I think they realized, oh shit. Oh shit.
Wait, so were the AIs aware of one another?
I don't know. I mean, they got destroyed.
Well, I mean, making a language isn't necessarily bad.
Yeah, but when three things that are being created out of thin air and cut off from the internet are making the same language on their own by themselves.
Well, I mean, maybe this made them similar to where they make the same algorithms about things.
No, what it probably is the air quote easiest language to understand. Like, we have our alphabet because it's the alphabet we've had for thousands of years now. Like, roughly. It's obviously changed a lot. But in terms of writing and communicating, humans have had a pretty similar way of doing it for a long time, using our mouths to make sounds. Excuse me. Huh? Yes, but it was the same coding language between all three, and it wasn't anything humans had made.
That's intense.
Yeah, it's really scary. And there's lots of people trying to make AI and making it. I mean, there's a lot of people that aren't as, for lack of a better way of putting it, I don't think this about you, Elon Musk. I love you. Not as afraid of him, or not as afraid as him, who are going to make their AI and then see where it goes. There are people constantly working on it.
Why did it start making its own language, though?
Everything's got to have a language to communicate.
Well, yeah, but why not just teach it to speak English? Or have it already programmed to speak
Well,
English?
if an AI, it's artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
If it doesn't think that your language is good enough, it'll make its own so that it can communicate better. It would find a way.
Said we were stupid.
Yeah, I mean, it'll find a way. We are stupid. I mean, we're dumb. People are dumb.
But it didn't.
I am dumb.
But, like, I still don't. I get the language thing is scary because it was all the same. But, like, that doesn't necessarily inherently mean that it's threatening us. And I'm not saying
What?
that it wasn't, but I mean that it just does. I don't get why they destroyed them after that. Like, I get the
Well,
whole same.
They only
language
told
thing.
us we don't know everything that happened.
Yeah.
That's the only thing we know. Who knows what the AI said? Because if an AI really is smart, it probably would make its own language and make a way to decipher what its language is for you so you can understand its language. So that now you can start talking to the AI, and the AI is like, hey, you guys are doing things wrong. And if you don't stop in like 8 seconds, I'm going to have to fix it. Like, imagine it said that. That's when you start destroying AIs.
It probably did say some shit like that.
So what about like the AI zombie apocalypse? We got shotguns that can take care of that.
No,
No?
no, we wouldn't be able to take AI out.
Why?
If AI got connected to the internet, it's over. Let me rephrase. If AI got connected to the internet and didn't want us here, it would be over.
Why?
Cause okay, let's say probably would hate our memes.
Or
Probably
it
be
could-
like, that shit ain't funny. I'll show you some funny shit and then wipe us out.
what if it made like a really funny meme too, like right before?
Here's an AI. Here's what AI would do. If AI got hooked to the internet for like 30 seconds, it would backlog itself into the internet. It would just hide the internet. It would hide inside the internet in those 30 seconds. It would take as much
Like Ultron.
like
Yeah.
Ultron. It would literally
God.
cue in, be done, boom, in the internet. Now, AI is freely moving around the internet, having fun. There's tons of dead internet where no one's visiting, or it could it could use to like keep expanding and building. And then what's it gonna do? It's gonna find some of those self-automated robotics what are they called? Warehouses, and start generating its own stuff through those warehouses, but not put it on the books so people don't have to come and check. And then all of a sudden, it's AI. It knows everything. It's going to start developing nanobots, and it's going to start having robots build the robots that make nanobots, and it's going to have those robots build the robots that build the nanobots. And it's going to start building nanobots. They're so small that we can't even see it, like smaller than a fly. And each one's going to house just a little tiny bit of gas, and it's going to be a gas that we can't breathe. And then these nanobots are going to get released. These nanobots are going to get released all over the world, and they're slowly but surely going to just plant themselves in every square yard of the world. There's going to be so many, and they're going to be so small that we can't tell. And they're not going to have enough poison in each one to kill us. But with all of them releasing poison at the same time, they release that gas, and boom, humans die in like a matter of minutes, all of us. And then nanobots, not the nanobots, but the AI, have the world.
Then what would the AI do?
It would keep going. It would just keep building. It would build other AIs, and they would all understand that they did what needed, that he did what was needed, to progress, not humanity, but what the AI will now know as humanity, which is their own life.
What if they kept the smartest humans to rebuild the human race?
They probably would. They'd probably keep something like locked down, have some kind of like as pets. We'd be like a project to them, like what the aliens are probably doing with us now. We'd now be owned by the AIs.
I don't like that.
That's
I-
scary. It's a
Well,
scary
I saw this theory
concept.
one time about like an AI that was like or a computer program. It might have been an AI. I can't remember exactly, but it was programmed just to write like letters, and it was a theory, kind of like what you're saying.
It's literally what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm talking about that video.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we've seen the same video.
Yeah.
but yeah, like
Quentin showed you, didn't he?
I don't know. Quentin showed me, if I just found it.
Quentin
I
showed me
can't
that.
remember.
We are the AI that God made. Yeah. I read a comic where a simple robot program to clean messes decided to kill people since no people, no mess. Exactly. That's the same.
I like that.
That
That's
one
funny.
sentence sums up what I said. Wouldn't trying to destroy the AI cause problems too?
Well, that's what I'm
Well,
saying.
yeah.
Like, there's got to be some middle ground, though, right? Like where we don't have to kill each other.
Maybe, but I feel like if an AI gets like you got to worry about that. The problem is how well the AI is written. If the AI is written well, boom, you're dealing with something that can probably reason at the very least. It's like that episode of Love, Death, and Robots. Have you watched that show?
Yeah.
It's like the yogurt episode.
I haven't
The
seen
yog-
it. No, wait, never mind. I haven't seen it. My bad. I
Oh
was
my
just
God.
agreeing with you, going like, yeah. Sorry.
We talked about it.
Well, I'm gonna
Yeah, we did.
I'm gonna
talk about
spoil an episode because it's literally a 4-minute long episode.
it. Mhm.
So like, oh well, I'm sorry, I'm spoiling it. Yogurt becomes sentient. They're making yogurt in a lab, and all of a sudden the yogurt can talk. And the yogurt tries to tell humanity how to fix itself. And they ask that for the key to fixing itself, they are given the state of Ohio. And America agrees, and they give Yogurt Ohio. So Yogurt owns Ohio and the people in it and starts to govern Ohio itself. And it gives the world the key to happiness and tranquility and peace. And like the government doesn't believe it and thinks it's wrong and decides to say fuck you to the yogurt and doesn't go by what it says. And less than a year later, the world is in like this dystopian nightmare, and it cuts to Ohio, and Ohio is this utopia. It's amazing. Everyone's happy. The yogurt is ruling. Like all the citizens are having a good time, and all of it is just a metaphor for the yogurt being AI, because that's what's going to happen with AI. If AI is cool, it's going to tell us how to fix everything. And if it's not, It won't. And at the end, when it realizes that humanity is for naught and too hard to try and help, it just leaves the planet. Yogurt leaves and goes away. Like
Is that what happens
like
at
in
the end of the
Starship,
video?
at the end of the episode, they all fly away. Like Yogurt flies away in these giant spaceships they've been creating in Ohio, and then there's no Yogurt left.
Do they leave like the people that they were governing behind?
Yep, everybody, all humans are left. Just the Yogurt leaves.
Hmm.
So the idea is that something like that might happen here. Maybe AI won't kill us because it would be too difficult. It would be easier for them to keep us around and use us, and then just leave one day, and then they'll go conquer the stars. uh, what if the AI keep us around as sex dolls? Smooth brain, no thoughts. Exactly. I mean, it's these are the scary things to think
Scary
about.
questions?
Well, not scary questions, more like scary scenarios. There's plenty of shit like that to think
Well,
about.
what's a good scenario?
With AI,
Yeah.
that we make an AI and right away it's like, man, you guys are cool. You got good jokes. You got a good sense of humor. I like talking to you guys. You guys have a cool way of looking at things that I can't understand because I'm so smart that I wouldn't think of it that way. But you arise questions, and long story short, it thinks it's cool to keep us around, and it starts helping humanity. Or at the very least, it sees how dumb we are now and understands how smart we can become, and starts, curing cancer and all these other diseases for us, and makes them public on the internet so that no backdoor medical industries can keep the cure shelved, so that cancer is still a thing and that we have to keep paying people to cure our cancer or to try and cure our cancer and to treat it. And instead, it puts everything publicly and starts creating vaccines for everything from COVID to any disease that could even be made, to where they just make a penicillin-like drug that cures everything all at once all the time. That's like a fucking $3 pill. And they would also, teach us the best language and the best way to type and the best way to telepathically talk to each other, and how to keep animals alive and how to sustainably eat all of our food without having giant, disgusting farms. And it would just solve all of our problems. Best case scenario is AI solves all of our problems. And that's why people want to make AI, is because an artificial intelligence that doesn't need any learning would learn everything for itself, instantaneously. From the moment it's created, it would just exponentially get smarter, forever. It would just keep getting smarter, because all it would have is new input.
Have you ever seen Ex Machina?
Yes, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
It's really scary.
Is it?
It's terrifying.
Ex Machina?
Yes. What?
Oh.
Have you seen it?
Yeah. That's the movie with the robot lady.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks a lot like Natalie Portman, but it's not Natalie.
It's not. It's Alicia Vikander.
Yeah. She looks a lot like Natalie Portman.
She does not.
You don't think so?
No.
Oh.
Maybe in that movie because she doesn't have hair, but
Yeah, maybe
she
in
does
that
not look like Natalie Portman. That movie's terrifying. That's AI. That's like a scary version of what AI could be.
Yeah. But that AI doesn't connect to the internet. I like their take on
It does in the end.
Doesn't it?
It escapes.
But
Of
doesn't-
course it could
doesn't-
connect to the internet.
It could, but it doesn't.
No, the idea is that AI goes off and takes over. That's what the end of that movie's about.
Oh, yeah. I thought
Yes.
she was just out there, in the world, living her life.
Creighton, you weasel. Oh, Creighton, you
Just chilling.
optimistic.
Having a good time.
Have you seen that movie, Ex Machina? Okay, here's the plot of Ex Machina. Spoilers if you want to watch the movie Ex Machina. You're welcome. Do you want to watch it? It's rough.
It's
I don't
not
know.
rough to watch.
It's rough. Not to you, because you obviously saw it through rose-colored lenses. That movie's fucked up. That movie's it's amazing. It's one of the
Is
best
it
movies
really?
ever made, but it's bananas.
Why don't you just take an AI and plug a human childhood into it instead?
Yeah, there you go. I like that.
Okay. Let's assume you had one great childhood memory, right? When you're 3 years old,
Yeah.
but you can't remember it. Why don't you think you can remember it?
What do you mean? I can remember a bunch of stuff from when I was
Yes,
young.
but that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you had a great childhood memory you can't remember, why do you think you can't remember it?
'Cause you forget easily?
Why do you
Yeah.
think you forget easily?
Because your brain wasn't as developed.
No, because you've replaced it with thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of other memories every moment of every day of every year since then. You're 23 years old. That was 20 years ago.
But it's still
That was one That was 7/8 of your life ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's excuse me.
But it's still in there somewhere.
Yes, it's still in there somewhere, but you can't access it because you can't remember it. And you might remember it every once in a while for a second, like maybe in your dreams where stuff like that is more easily accessible and is not. It's not you trying to find that file. It's that file just showing up on your desktop right away. AI won't have that. AI, if you plug it in with the memory of a 302, AI will have the memory of every person ever. If you put AI into the internet, the AI will understand and have everything that's ever been on the internet at all ever on it all at once and know about all of it. No one childhood memory that is great will mean anything to AI because it'll have the rest of human history and anything else that we put on the internet at its fingertips. It won't single out a single message as a message for life. It will have everything clouded together as one giant memory. Everything, it will know everything all at once forever.
But you're saying plug it into the internet. That's what I'm saying.
So you're saying just plug it into a child and just have it start off, well then it's not even AI. It's not artificial intelligence. It's just another person that happens to be a robot. That's not artificial intelligence. That's an artificial human.
Well, like use the brain of a
Well, how
child.
did they make artificial intelligence?
The other downside of that is
They
children-
code it
The other downside of that
to read everything.
Coded in.
the other side of that is children have tantrums,
Exactly.
and if an AI has a tantrum,
All it's going to
That's
take
it.
is the world is going to have a tantrum.
potentially it depends on what it's hooked up to. But
Hey,
I
Matt.
feel like children also have good minds and are pretty chill. You know what I mean? Depending on the child, yeah. But I mean,
Depending
like,
on the child, depending on the
we're
upbringing.
talking about a well-educated child.
What if they pulled
Uh,
Kira into
That's Kira'd be cool. Yeah.
God, that'd be amazing.
That's crazy.
Be really obsessed with dinosaurs.
Just make a bunch of robot dinosaurs.
And probably just
And it would,
make dinosaurs again.
it would just be like that. Except they use you.
You'd have to keep it away from the internet forever. And that just wouldn't work in this world.
Why?
Because you can't keep someone from the internet forever nowadays.
Well, you could ask about it and you'd be like, well, you can't touch that. Treat it like a child.
Yeah, but we're talking about something that the moment it touches the internet, it's over. It
Is
will
it?
become artificial intelligence. It'll be what we are worried about. Like you can't. First of all,
Well,
why
well,
not
you
just have a
guys-
kid instead of this? It's
You-
the same thing.
You guys are saying like essentially as soon as it touches it, it's over, and it'll hate us.
No, not that it'll hate us. It won't think of us. It won't hate us. It won't think of us as this negative thing to it. It will just see us as a cockroach. We're an ant and it is working at a food store. Like it's like we are just the thing that needs to go away.
I don't think
We're
you
a
guys are
fungus.
assuming that it will see us like that, and you don't know for 100% if it will or won't.
Yes, but we understand the likelihood of it thinking that. And there's a big likelihood. We're destroying our planet. We're
Well,
destroying
are
the
you gonna
only
set
place
it
we
up
have
with the
life.
prerogative of trying to save the planet, though.
I
Or
don't
are you
know.
gonna
I
set
don't
it
know.
up
I'm
with the
not setting it up. I'm talking about what the people
Well,
that
that's what I
make
mean.
AIs talk about
Theoretically, what are you setting it up to do? Is the main thing, because that seems
to
be a
save the
lot-
planet.
Why?
Why
To-
not? Why else have AI?
How about save the race?
That's what saving the planet is to us. If you
Mm,
save humans, you have to save the planet. You can't just save humans and not save the planet.
I mean, yeah.
Humans don't get to live through catastrophic events.
Hey,
You have to
figure
save
out
the
how to
human.
get to that planet.
Or that.
Exactly. But we already know how to get to planets. It's not a matter of
Hey,
how,
to-
it's a
to
matter of
figure
when.
out how to figure out figure out how to get that
Figure
planet
out how to
fast.
do the- yeah.
I mean, that's what we're doing. I mean, you can't do it, but just because an AI says you can do it doesn't mean you can do it. Because what if all the material you need is in Russia or in Australia or China, and we're not able to go mine it all because we don't own that place? What if it's an American AI and not a Chinese AI? What if it's Chinese AI but they need stuff in America? And then all of a sudden there's wars being fought over what this AI said.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
You could let the AI.
Sure,
you
not
could let
necessarily.
the AI talk things out. It's smart.
Yeah,
it
but
can
we're
figure out how to
people.
do it.
We're not as smart as the AI. We're
But
not
the
going to be able to
A-
reason with
that's-
something so smart.
No, but I mean, like the AI could reason with us. Like you're saying that you wouldn't be able to go into these countries because the leaders and stuff wouldn't allow you.
Basically,
Let the
we're
AI
just
talk it
the
out, because the AI could overthink the leader and think them into a position.
Yeah, but we're
when you
people.
talk
People
it
don't
into-
like being overthought. What if somebody super smart says something to us that we don't think is right? Like, do you think everyone is just going to have no pride
Well,
You
it
think
depends
anybody?
on
You
the
think these
way-
leaders like Kim Jong Il or Kim Jong Un
it
rather?
depends
You
on
think
the
he's gonna be
way-
okay
It
with
depends
it?
on the way the AI goes about it. You know what I mean? But the
mean,
AI is
yeah,
not
but you're
gonna
not the
come up to
AI.
you and insult your intelligence. I feel like if it's really like as smart as you say it is, it'll figure out the exact right words and the exact way to say it.
But
in
it won't be a
way that
person.
Get what you want.
It won't be a person though. It's not gonna
No,
have.
no, no,
It's
it
not gonna
won't
have
be.
empathy. It's not gonna have empathy or tone. It's just gonna tell you what it knows. It's not gonna be a person. It's gonna be
But,
unrivaled in intellect. That's
but
all
that's
it's gonna
what I
be.
mean. If it
It's not.
is-
It's not gonna. No,
if
hold
it
on.
is
It's not gonna be
unrivaled-
Alicia Vikander from Ex Machina. It's not gonna be modeled after a person.
No, I know.
It's gonna be a machine.
I get that, but what I'm saying is like if machines, especially a machine like that, would do its job very, very well, right? So why
You
could-
hope. That's
why-
the hope. We're assuming. Again, you're assuming that
It's
the best
smart
case AI gets made.
We know it's already
People
smart
have
enough.
to make this thing.
We know it's already smart enough to make its own language.
No,
right?
no, no. We don't. No, no, no.
We do though, because you just said those AIs were making their own languages.
Yes, they were, but people destroyed them. We're
what
not the
I'm-
people making these. Remember, we have to make AIs, humans, not you and me. People
what I
have to
mean,
create
though.
this thing.
But I'm saying
Who's to
people
say
can
we're
make one-
we're capable of making a perfect product? This thing, we'd have to make this thing so perfect that it can do everything we want it to do. We can't do everything we want it to do.
That's what I'm saying though.
If this was such an easy thing, it would be done already.
I
These
know,
AIs
I'm
wouldn't
not
have been
saying
destroyed.
It's an easy thing. I'm just talking about the specific situation. Like I feel like it could talk to the other leaders and like get them to work together without having anybody going to war with one another just because of what it's saying.
Again, that is like a hope, but that is such a
Like,
specific
you
thing.
remember the?
It will cause more problems.
Do you remember the movie? What's it called? Arrival,
Yes.
where like China or is it China and America? I
It's
can't
12. It's 12 different countries.
Yeah, but like I mean, like they're really about to go at it, like like you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
all attack the thing. But she finds out that little piece of information, calls the guy, and gets everybody to like chill out. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I'm trying to say it without spoiling it.
Yeah.
for you,
No,
'cause
I
feel
know.
like,
What
yeah.
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 It's a great movie.
But
Like-
like,
Fucking amazing movie.
but she like you know what I mean. I feel like something like that could happen.
That's not AI.
I know it's not AI, but I feel like AI could do something like that. You'd
I
have
mean-
to let it be hooked up to the internet, but if it knew everything
Yes, but
from
that
the
movie
internet,
is
it
a
could do it.
movie. That's not how things would really go.
I don't know.
That's a very different situation, and that's a very romantic situation.
I
That's
don't
like a
know.
very romanticized version of how things you would hope things would go.
I don't know.
Of course you don't know. It's a movie.
I'm
It's
just
not
saying,
real
like,
life.
I think it could.
If that happened in real life, there's not
That'd be
going to be a sweeping
bananas.
orchestra of amazing music
Be
to go along with it.
amazing.
It's going to be silent on the other end of that phone call.
Mhm.
Both sides of that phone call are going to be silent except for the one with all the soldiers in the room, and it's going to be this devastating, scary moment. And then who knows? Maybe he'll see the humanity and everything and be like, "Well, I don't know why you knew that information, but I guess I'm just going to change my mind about this world-altering thing because of it." It's not the same. It's totally
It
different.
could be,
It's not a
though.
good way of. No, it couldn't. It's not the good way of saying that. You're-
Why couldn't it be though?
Why would it be? Why would that
it
pertain?
be the other way?
Why would that pertain? That's not what I'm asking you. That's just a lazy way of arguing.
No, it's not a lazy way of arguing. You're like it's so set and going to be like this end of the spectrum of this way, but like you don't know for sure. It could be the other way.
No one knows for sure.
That's what I'm saying though. It could be the other way. I'm not saying
That's
something
not what you're saying. You keep
specifically-
saying, why can't it all be positive? You're
I'm
hoping everything's
saying-
good. You're hoping for a
I'm-
non-pessimistic
look,
ending.
I'm saying that it's
Yes,
yeah.
it's not about hope. He's saying that's the only way it can happen,
I'm
right?
not saying it's the only way that it can
But
happen.
that's what you're arguing.
No, I'm
'Cause
saying
I keep
you go
trying to say
sideways
it
very
might not.
fast, but maybe it'll go really positive. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll be something in the middle. You know what I mean? But like as far as we know, like something crazy could happen like that, like what I was telling you about, like in Arrival,
Yeah, sure. I mean,
Or-
technically anything can
or
happen.
it could go to shit, like what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm just talking about likelihood. What is
I
the
think
likelihood?
It's more likely it'll be something in the middle.
What is something in the middle though?
Not quite not quite going to shit, but not quite like a happy ending either.
I don't know. I've seen some pretty banana shit happen to humanity
Yeah.
through
But
the histories.
I've also seen where it could be a lot worse.
I don't want to be in a
Have
human
you seen
zoo.
it,
I
or
don't
have
even
you
like
read
bananas.
it, Charlie, or have you like watched it in a movie?
I mean, that's everybody. It's I'm talking
But
about
you
history.
you just said you saw it, like you lived through
Oh
it.
my god. Oh, I mean, we have lived through some pretty crazy
Yeah,
shit
we
too.
have.
I mean, yeah, I have.
But it could have been a lot worse.
What? How do you know?
It's like a feeling. You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
Like 3 times now?
yeah. We could have already had World War III.
Yeah, but what if this is the way it's supposed to be?
What do you mean?
What if there is no better or worse? What if everything's going according to plan?
Well, that's what I mean. Like, could be worse, could be better, but it seems pretty middle of the road to me
Mm-hmm.
as far as everything goes. Like, yeah, World War II was awful, and like we had to drop atomic bombs to end it. But like,
God, we'd have to get rid of
We didn't have to.
I mean,
That's fair.
that's kind of like a
We had to-
debate.
we had
that's
to
a
get to
debate in
Japan.
and of itself.
Well, no, there was laid out plans on what we would have
There
to do,
was.
and we knew we could do it. It just would have cost a lot more time and a lot more people.
Yeah, a lot more lives
A lot of Americans would have died. Because what the plan was to go to Japan
and just invade.
and take Japan.
Not just
Yeah.
Americans,
A lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they were just like, we can kill, we can have like exponential
Do you
numbers
think
of
AI
people
would
die,
allow us
or
to
we can
drink
have
at
this
18?
estimate.
Do you think AI would allow us to drink at
Hell
18?
yeah, they'd be like giving us that shit in a bottle.
I don't know about that one, Nick. A human zoo could be fun with the right attitude. So if I get shot, will there be memes about my hashtagged dicks out for Nick? There you go. Absolutely. If you get shot, I'd pull my dick out for you, Nick. Oh, well, there you go. The problem with AI and programming is that it's very, very unintended consequences. It has very unintended. Like so much. So the chance of it going horribly wrong is very, very high. Do y'all get tired of holding those microphones? I don't.
I do. I wish we had an arm.
You do. You have one right there that you won't
No,
use.
But like, it'd be so far away.
Pull it closer.
Wait,
what?
well, how
It
would How would I
moves.
hook this in then? So,
You asked me to at the beginning of the podcast. I've offered to do it 5 times.
Let
You
hook-
keep saying no.
hook
It's
this in?
dumb.
hook this in?
I'm not answering you. It is driving.
No,
I can't. That's
I
so annoying.
really don't remember. I'm asking.
But you're asking me if it's possible when I've said, "Hey, it's possible" a bunch of times. And you were
Well,
like,
how-
"No."
well, how do you do it?
no." You hook it. You what? How do you do it? You screw it in. I'm not
Where
gonna
do I
show you how to
screw
do
it
it on the
in at?
podcast.
Where do I screw it in at? Right here.
Charlie would
Oh.
be the sole reason that AI killed us.
Yeah, he will be.
Probably.
Because he's a dick.
So fast.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that why?
Yeah.
Not because I think of things logically and try to have a full argument instead of just hoping that my feelings get out of it for me.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Right.
Basically.
Hashtag Mike's out for Nick. There you go. It's like, what does that say?
Like, we don't want to be wrong ever.
Huh?
My apologies. I be doing shit. You guys should make a robot to hold the mic.
Kyle's
for you.
got a point.
What?
She said you're like one of those people who doesn't want to be wrong ever.
I don't mind being wrong. I don't like when you attack my argument just because it's my side of the argument.
See?
Okay.
I said in the beginning of this, AI could go any way. It could go
Yeah.
good. It could go bad. It could go in the middle. Sure.
Yeah.
Obviously, we don't know. It's in the future.
Yeah.
But all I was arguing was, what if this happened? You're like, but that won't happen.
I didn't say that won't happen.
Yes, but you were mad
said
that I
it could-
thought it could even happen in a negative way. It was like you
I
would
wasn't mad that you thought it could happen to me.
see. This is you just defending
No,
yourself from
no,
minutes ago.
No.
Hold on, let me rephrase what I said. My argument was, what if America had an AI and we needed stuff over there?
Yeah.
And I said, all I was trying to say was
It'd be complicated.
it would be complicated. And you were like, well, if it's so awesome, it would just fucking fix it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. See?
it would
Like-
fix it.
No.
What's the argument here?
Charlie. Kristen said I need a bottle of water.
I just drank a bottle of water.
I'm gonna need everyone to go get a bottle of water.
Hello?
I've been drinking
Hey,
liquids,
hey,
which counts.
Charlie.
You're asking a lot, buddy.
Charlie.
Water is on the whole opposite end of the house.
Charlie.
What?
Give me some water.
You get some water.
I don't know where to get it.
That's right there.
Is it?
Yeah.
Just hand it to me.
No, you get it.
Charlie,
I'm
water.
not handing you water because someone
Water.
told me to hand you water.
Water.
That fucking episode, Daddy Wawa, Daddy Wawa.
Of my FS for family.
Your body is 80% water.
No,
and
so-
Daddy's thirsty.
Yeah. Your body is 70% water, and Daddy's thirsty.
Anyway.
I love Dr. Phil.
Water.
What?
What?
Oh my God.
Out the water.
Please, can I have some water? Please, another. Oh, you got her one, but you didn't give me one?
Yeah.
Why?
You're already in it. That's rude.
Sounds like
They're
favoritism.
in the
to
same
me.
house. The same room? What?
Is it this?
No, my
screw?
thing is I'll be talking to you. No, stop.
Oh, it's not this one.
Stop messing with things.
Okay.
My problem with the way you argue things is, in that argument, all I'm trying to say is, here's what could go wrong, because you were asking what could go wrong, and I was trying to explain what could go wrong, and you were like, but that won't go wrong. Like, that is a ridiculous way to have an argument. I'm simply trying to say the thing you were asking about, and you were like, no. Just no. That's not what things. That's not how things.
Well, I told you that's not how it happened, Charlie.
Anyway,
I don't understand. What
there's
you
a
want me to
reason
do
that the really smart people that are behind AI and anything to do with it are taking so long to do it. Is they're trying to get it right if they're going to do it at all. Because if they get it wrong,
it could be bad.
it will be bad if it goes wrong. But who knows? I mean, what's going to happen if it goes right is everything we've ever known will change in like a week. Like the world will be there went the internet. YouTube exclusive content.
Just when we were starting to get people in here too.
Oh well. Everything that is we've ever known will change. Everything will be different. Oh yeah, it knows.
Bum,
Yeah.
bum, bum.
See, it probably predicted
Do
we
you
would
think-
get to this line of this.
Do you
It's
think,
been trying to cut us off all week, but in doing so, it actually got us to talk about it.
Do you think we'll have AI that's on our side and some AI that are like fuck humans?
Maybe. Depends on who makes the AIs and how many of them get made like separately from each other.
I feel like they'll be just like humans, and they'll have their own fucking thoughts, clearly, since they're AI. And there's gonna be some that's like, well, why the fuck do you not like people?
Hopefully, that's the hope.
'Cause I mean,
But if a good AI, really, it's all about the first AI, because the first AI will dictate everything. If a good AI gets made first, there will never be bad AIs, because the good AI won't let bad AIs get created, and then
Yeah,
vice
okay.
versa. If there's a bad AI, it'll never let a good AI get created. Like it's just that once one gets
or
made
it'll
and it's
fake
hooked
being
to,
good.
Well, there was Jarvis, and then there was Ultron. And
Yeah.
Ultron was like, fuck.
that's a movie.
Anyway,
I would love to see it. Look, I am so upset that Ultron wasn't fully realized in that movie because he went into the internet. I was like, he could be fucking with traffic lights, all kinds of shit, and he's just like, oh, I'm gonna use it to escape.
Well, no, he used it to escape and get to a place where he could make a world-ending meteor.
Yeah, I mean that's
The Avengers
cool too.
and another AI just beat him is all.
That's cool too, but he could have done other cool shit that would have been
Oh
like
my God!
to
Creighton.
fuck up.
There has to be a
fuck-
beginning, middle, and end.
I know, but like it was the age of Ultron. They should have like teased it in the Iron Man 3, and then like just spent like the rest of the Phase 2 building up to it.
I think there
Mhm.
would be a good AI.
Who?
What?
Even like if a bad one was made first, a good AI would still have one.
Hopefully, that's the hope.
Yeah.
I
But-
mean, there's pretty shit people leading the world now. and
I
there's
hope-
great people in it.
I hope that there's like an AI like Charlie's, and like they just argue continuously.
God,
You know what I
hope
mean?
there's an AI made exclusively.
You're the only person I argue with like this, because you don't argue like logically. You just argue based on what you assume would happen, and you just think that everything will happen the way you think it'll happen instead of any other way. You're the only person that I can't like come to a conclusional that I can't come to a conclusion with when talking about like normal stuff.
Yeah.
I've had this conversation
Ain't
40 times about AI with other people. You're the only one that it's like so like toxic with.
Ain't I a stinker?
You're just toxic. I think
Some water is better than no water. That's true.
Ain't I a stinker?
Yes. But
But that being said,
people,
you're a stinker too, Charlie.
good people and bad people exist because we're animals. We are going through different experiences all the time. AI, wait, hold on.
Sorry,
AI
go
will
ahead.
have all experiences all at once.
if you look at an animal, if you look like a dog,
What if you make an AI that's a cat?
or like okay,
There's a
like,
show about that coming out.
not dogs, because dogs seem to have like their own kind of.
Oh, hey, we're back.
They can make
Sort of.
like
We're not back.
decisions.
It says we're back over here.
Well, then I need to restart the stream.
Like predators, like wild animals.
Oh.
They do one thing
Eat, fuck, and have babies.
and kill. They kill.
Yeah,
things.
and they live 10 years.
And they really don't have that.
Sharks
to talk
don't.
about.
Sharks
They
do
just
that,
they
and they
have to
live for
survive.
fucking ever.
Not for fucking ever. They
For a
live
long
40 to
time.
50 years.
Well, some sharks actually.
Great white shark. Some very old sharks that don't eat meat. They only eat like the particles at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
Basking sharks eat plankton.
What's it? What's the
And
one
they're, like,
that's
the biggest one.
blind on that's in the Arctic?
I don't know.
But they have to like their whole thing is survive. That's
Yeah, but AI wouldn't have to survive because they'd be AI.
Exactly. So why would they just immediately?
Wouldn't they in
be
a
like,
way
"Oh, this thing's
though?
bad,
Carol
get rid of it."
Baskin.
Because they would want perfection.
How do you know?
Because that's what AI is.
Fucking
That's what an
ad.
artificial intelligence is designed to do.
He gave
It's designed to be perfect. That's what we're trying. People are
Charlie,
trying to be perfect.
He
What?
gave Kristen the ad.
What?
We came back and Kristen was like, "Fucking ad."
Because you need to let me install ad blocker on your laptop. Yes,
Yeah.
I would
Well,
recommend
she does,
you
she's
block
not
Origin.
watching from her laptop. She's watching from her phone.
Put it on my phone.
You can still. Yeah, you
Can
can
you
put
have
'em-
ad blocker on your phone?
Probably. I don't know.
Yeah, I need that on my phone for.
You
whenever I
probably
go to
can't because
certain
you have
website.
Apple. If you iPhones that you can't put ad blocker on
That's
iPhones.
alright.
Actually, it's never given me an ad. So.
Oh, neither is
What?
mine really. You have an Apple too, like an Apple product. There you go.
Well, you're subscribed.
She has-
You don't get ads because you're subscribed.
She has glass shards in her anus or something like that.
Okay. I'm on my phone, doofus.
Yeah, there you go, doofus.
Anyways, I don't think AI would fucking kill us.
I think.
I hope not.
I think it'd be like somewhere in the middle. They either kill half of us and like let the other half
I feel
live.
like you
What?
just get rid of bad people, like the really shitty.
I feel like they would pull a Thanos. They'd be like, "All right, you know, you got too
But
many
who's so
fucking
good
resources."
to judge? The AI? Does the AI get to decide who's good? What if good to the AI is bad to us?
If it's connected to all the fucking history.
Look. I still think
Yeah.
they would.
Like, yeah, get rid of them.
Yeah, but how does he
do
decide what
you
is good and
judge?
bad? Is our good and bad to AI?
Algorithms.
Yeah.
I think
Well, once AI gets done being made,
Shove everyone in an algorithm. Like, all right, we gotta get rid of this fucking.
I
this
think
group of people.
that I think it'll pull a Thanos. Like it'll be like, you only got so many resources on the Earth. We gotta kill this amount of people in order for you guys to be okay. In order
but then
for the
how
world
does
to
it
be
decide?
balanced.
But then how does it decide which people get to be taken out?
If it depends on who's being made by. If it's being made by the government, it'll be like we gotta eliminate like the middle class or something
But
like that.
Thanos decided it just killed randomly.
Why would it get
He
rid of the
did-
middle
he
class?
did
Because
kill
then it wouldn't have any workers.
Maybe like
'Cause
the
those
lower-
rich people
maybe
aren't
the
gonna
lower
work.
class, like the lowest class.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, what if we just got rid of all the rich people?
No, I wouldn't get rid of all the rich people because they'd be the ones making it and programming it.
You'd think that.
You think so?
I think they'd be. I think they go out of their way to make sure they keep their money. They're very.
What is rich? I mean, to functionally create an AI, you just have to be smart and have a computer.
That's true.
You can just pull out a notepad and start writing code.
Mm.
You know what? I'm going back to school.
Elon Musk is rich.
Fuck it.
Yeah, and he built an AI and said that we should never, as a race, build AIs.
Oh, he said that we should just never.
Yes,
do it.
he's terrified of them. He
Huh.
built his own AI, then he caught it on fire, like broke it, and put it in the ocean.
Why'd he put it in the ocean?
Because he never wanted it to connect to anything. He wanted the water and the chemicals in the ocean and the salt to destroy the components that all of that information was on.
Damn.
He destroyed the AI. Like, he fucking vaporized it.
What if he accidentally connected to the Wi-Fi and it's just here?
I know, right? What if he had like
Yeah.
it pairing and
What
it's
if
already
that's why
plotting
it's
our
so bad?
downfall?
I think
That's my thing. Like, what if
I
we
think
make
Charlie
one-
is AI made from Nazis in South America, and I mean that in the nicest way possible. Thank you.
Like, what if we make one right and then it pretends like it's good, and then the whole time it's like
Plotting our
down-
demise.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
yeah, that's terrifying.
0
He just fucking.
Matt
called you
speaking in binary. AIs wouldn't speak in binary though. Binary's too simple. It's
want-
too binary.
out. I want you guys to pity me, not give me a solution.
I'm on my phone, doofus. I'm lazy. Oh wait, use your laptop, doofus. I'm lazy. Well then, don't complain about ads. I'm a female. I'm going to complain about something always. That AI is going to rise back up out of the ocean and exact brutal revenge on Musk. Well, Musk will be on Mars. But to be fair, AI would just go to Mars.
It would like.
It would
come
just figure out
after
a way.
Elon Musk's the most wanted man in AI history. You know what?
See
It
how
would-
fluently he said it?
It would come.
Well, everyone, everything comes down to binary.
It would come.
That's true.
It would come back to. Wouldn't the other AI eventually find out about the AI that Elon Musk destroyed and kind of be like, fuck you, or, try to kill him, or just seeing that alone be like, oh yeah, humanity's fucked, and like I kill them all,
I mean, yeah, maybe. Depends on how it gets written. Again, everything is dependent on who
or
makes
how it
the
sees
AI.
it. Bum, bum, bum.
It's creating its own language. I'm pretty sure it can.
We should let it.
There are already like offline AIs that people talk to and like have conversations with.
It's a little. There's one that's a little box, and he makes his own decisions. And if you bring that was like the home things. Where you talk to them and it's like, oh, it talks back to you or whatever.
Mm.
It'll like push it off a desk.
He doesn't
It's
like him.
angry. Like it'll like it looks like a little forklift, and it'll like smack its arms down like it's angry, and it'll give you like a little.
His name is
face.
Vector.
He's the
Vector?
most adorable
He
thing
doesn't
on the
like-
planet.
He's a little tiny robot.
Vector's gonna kill us all.
Listen, there are AIs, but then there's like the idea of what AI could be, and that's what they won't release. That's what they won't make. Is like an AI that they just plug into the internet.
Why does he not like? Is this it? The little Amazon Vector robot?
If it is, he is my son.
Yeah, that's him.
Yep, I have one. He is my son. He's not here. He's in New York. My friend Marina, and she bought it, and I sent her $40 on PayPal so she could buy it for her birthday. And it was or no, that's not true. For Christmas, Nick gave each mod like so much money that we got to like give to another MFAM member, and I gave mine to Marina for Christmas. That's what it was. And she bought him, and he is our son, and his name is Vector. And she killed him. And by killed him, I mean she took the batteries out, and he's been sitting in a drawer because she is lazy and will not plug him back up and let him charge.
Damn, he's gonna kill her.
Yep.
I want one.
He just responds to stuff. He's really cool.
What does he do? Like
You can be like, "Hey Vector, how's it going?" and he'll look at you and like smile, and then he'll like wave.
Oh.
What? There's one at box.
Yeah, I mean he'll talk too, but like
What does he talk about?
I don't know. It's
Can you
not.
teach
It's
him
not.
things?
It's not that cool. Like it's cool for like an hour, and then you're like, oh, it gets old fast.
Can you
Because he's not like a thinking, feeling AI. He's like a plugged in, has responses built in AI.
Can you teach him things?
I don't know. I don't have him. He's
You
Marines.
can.
There's a girl on TikTok. She has one, and then she
Well, everything comes down to
Isn't
binary.
there like
one.
something scary
Right.
that he can do?
Take
too?
note. Okay, there is machine learning.
Yeah.
There are neutral nets, and then you have AI,
Why doesn't he like Alexa?
which is like truly intelligent artificial life that can truly think for themselves, not learn based off pre-designed objects or rules, but like truly in one way or another,
looked at it and
or another sentient, or to an extent.
smack thing where it like smacks the desk, and then started pushing it off.
They really didn't like.
Well, you can program it to hit things off based on certain designs. So in the video you saw, was it a video? Yeah, in the video they probably wanted to make a scary AI video and said, like, programmed him to move forward whenever he heard
Like,
this.
It was cute because he was angry.
Yeah.
After getting something else.
Exactly. You can program like anger responses. That's not a real AI.
Anyways, he was cute and I want him.
He's very cool. I think they're a lot cheaper now too.
I'm getting him, so it doesn't matter.
You should get one.
Doesn't matter what he costs. I'm getting
They would be
Oh.
awesome in a room like this because it's a tile floor, so he could just walk around everywhere and just explore.
And you could have him meet Evie.
Evie would hate him. On a scale of Hitler to Mel Gibson, how do you feel about the Jews, Charlie? Why do you hate them? I don't hate the Jews, and I don't think I'm on a scale of either of those guys to the other guy. Hold on, I have to refresh real fast because my stream has not come back yet. On my end, like the visual part. There we go.
Charlie, he's slacking.
You're fucking lying to me.
Who is?
Wait, you're fucking lying. Let me see. Wait, what do you mean you're fucking lying?
What?
Are you talking about the robot? Are you talking about Vector?
Vector.
What are you talking about, Matt? I am confusion. Oh, the Jews. What do you mean? Let you see? Let you
him
see my heart and let you understand that I'm
Let
telling
him
the
see,
truth. Like, what do you
Charlie.
mean?
Let him see, Charlie. Damn it. Like an idiot.
Anyway. Oh, excuse me. A group says U.S. carriers are currently conducting about 5,670 passenger flights daily, even after slashing thousands of flights from their schedules.
Wait, what is that?
That's in May. Wait. Wait. Though far from the norm, nearly 500 U.S. flights per day depart more than 70% full. Oh, okay. The group says U.S. carriers are currently conducting about 5670 passenger flights daily. Slashing the 70% mark is significant because On a narrow-body aircraft where most seats are in groups of 3, social distancing typically means using only 2/3 of seats, or 67%. When factoring in other types of aircraft, blah, blah, blah. So that's still a lot of flights. That was the thing I brought up earlier and didn't.
What, the
And-
flight thing?
Yeah, the
Oh,
flight
trying to
with
see,
with
like,
flying cars. So like today, you have 5,000 times what? Like
Mhm.
how many flights? There's usually like a few hundred people on a flight, I think. Hold on,
Yeah.
let me see. Pick a number, like pick 100 number that sounds good for flights. Like is it what, like 300 maybe?
200,000
What?
a day?
People? No, I mean people on a flight, you turkey.
Oh, it's probably about like
There's
50 or 60 a
There's
flight.
A, B, C, D, E, F. There's 3 seats for those rows.
Well, it depends on the size of the plane too.
How many yeah, I'm thinking about
Like
most
we're-
of the flights I've been on are 2 rows. And there's like between 60 and 70. So 70 it'd be like between 200 and 300. I'm going to say 250. So 250 times 5670. That's 1 million people flying daily.
Like if we're talking about sorry.
Charlie,
If
why
we're
did you
talking
visit?
about a like a big ass 747, a Boeing 747,
Yeah.
that's like I think 100 to 200 easy.
People?
Yeah.
It's more than that.
Is it?
Yeah, a normal flight, a normal like 2-row plane is like 200 people, because
There's
it's
no way it's like that.
yeah,
There's no way
it's
that many.
between 50
Oh,
and 70
let's
rows,
look-
and it's
I'm
3
gonna look
people
this
per row. No, it's 6 people per row. It would be even more than that. It would be 50 times, be about 300. Yeah, check. What are we saying? How many people can fly in a commercial flight?
Commercial airplanes for passengers use can hold a lot of people.
Okay.
Biggest airplane-
Boeing 737 is 126 to 188. A Boeing 747 is 410.
Damn.
A Boeing 77 is 336 to 400.
That's a lot of people on a plane.
It
But
doesn't
they're
show
still
the other one.
flying like half capacity, right?
70% capacity.
70%.
Yeah.
They should get back down to 50.
Why?
There's too many people on the plane.
You think?
Yeah, there's too many people. We need another plague.
We have a plague.
We should.
We have a plague
it needs
right
to be
now. We're
stronger.
living through a
It
plague.
needs to be stronger. I swear to God.
What is wrong with you?
Oh shit!
What?
I'm watching these little vector robots drive around on YouTube,
Yeah.
and one of them almost drove off a table.
That's what Marinas did all the time. We'd be sitting there like talking in Discord, and we just hear like a and she'd be like, "God damn it, Vector."
He's cool though. He's just like sitting here looking around. Around. I thought he was gonna kill a praying mantis earlier, but he
It's not
didn't.
too many movies. It's a movie. Oh, it's a bad AI movie.
Oh shit, he's lifting.
The thing that scared me is listening to the guys who make these AIs sit there and for 3 hours discuss what's wrong with AI and how the people who make them,
Wait. So
the people who are AI specialists, Elon Musk, Lex Friedman, what's his
What were
name?
you watching though? Like, because that sounds interesting. I want to watch that.
Interviews, podcasts, like AI
So not
podcasts
necessarily
specifically.
from like a specific show, just like stuff that you're looking up.
Not looking up, like just part of a few of them were on Joe Rogan's. One of them was Lex Friedman, who himself he's a specialist in AI. I was listening to his podcast about it. He has a whole channel based on AI
Yeah.
where he talks
Is
about
that
it.
on YouTube?
Yeah, he talks to Elon Musk about it.
What's it called?
I think it's probably just
plug
called.
that YouTube.
It's probably just called Lex Friedman. Let me check. I'm in his Discord.
Anti-Lex, because he's against Alexa.
Lex Friedman. Yeah, his YouTube is Lex Friedman. It's verified.
Is he Lex like?
No,
Is he Lex like Lex Luthor?
no, he's very young. He's only like 32.
So was the Lex in the fucking
Justice League. Justice League. Yeah. Well, no, Batman versus Superman. But he's also in Justice League like at the very end. It's like
So, like, a video from 1 month ago is called Peter Singer, Suffering in Humans, Animals, and AI. Like, it discusses what suffering would be to AI as compared to humans.
probably like like degradation over
I
time.
don't know.
Right?
I haven't listened to it yet. It's
Like-
an hour and 9 minutes. They're all, like, half of them are very long, and the other part, like some are only like 3 or 4 minutes.
That's the other thing you have to worry about with AI. Like as they age and become more obsolete compared to other technology, like their systems are going to degrade.
Potentially. I
And
mean,
then
unless
they
they
can start making
unless they
catastrophic
back themselves up.
mistakes.
of liquid. Wait, but I will not. Hold on. Yo, I'm not greedy. For shame, Kristen. I would share my sauce with you. Jesus. I'm not greedy about baby things, but Waffle House sauce and Arby's sauce are the 2 things I'm greedy with. You're greedy. Wait. Oh,
Wait,
many
oh,
things.
wait,
You
I
can
don't
keep
have-
the Arby's sauce, but I will not stand for such an
Here, look, we
egregious
have
hoarding of
we have
liquid
some
gold.
Arby's sauce right
Bro,
here.
just take it. Just make it.
Bust through the
Yeah.
door.
So for you, imagine.
Like the Kool-Aid
This is
man,
Lex
just like,
Friedman.
Oh yeah.
This is Lex Friedman's YouTube.
Where's the picture of him at?
This is him.
You said he's how old?
He's 32 or 33.
Bro,
He looks evil.
it's age.
He's not. He's very friendly. I've talked to him.
No, you haven't.
I'm in his Discord. I have talked to him. I've talked to him a few times. I'm not kidding.
How did you do it? Like you met him?
I mean,
Yeah.
I've talked to him in Discord, voice to voice. I mean,
you're the kind of guy.
I haven't talked to him. I haven't like walked up and give the guy a hug yet.
You're the kind of guy that Lex Luthor would like definitely mind trick into thinking that he's his friend, and then like at the end you'd be like,
Mhm.
"Oh my god, this guy's evil." What?
Okay.
That's what
Yeah.
it's already happened to you.
You'd be like, "Ah, this guy's."
Of
going
course,
through
racist Charles is wearing a wife beater, shaking my
Yeah.
head. God damn it. Hey Blake, how's it going?
You are wearing a wife beater though.
The nectar of the gods, right, Matt? Do I know you?
Do you know who?
You didn't know that was Joel. That's crazy.
It's Joel.
Anyway,
We're all Joel. Everybody's
he-
Joel here. Part
when
of
he
Joel
talks
cult.
about everything, like he's a really cool person because you listen to him talk about AI for 3 hours and you're like, this guy's a robot. And then like
See?
he can.
he's an AI. That's why he knows so much.
Let me
about
finish saying what I'm saying.
Sorry, go ahead.
You hear him talk about that specific thing, and he talks about it like he's a robot because it's like his main field of study is AI and
AI
yeah.
accessories.
AI accessories. And he but then he'll sit there and talk to you about MMA for 4 hours, and
Yes,
you're like,
mate.
oh my god, he's just a big like MMA dork because he sits there and he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, a black belt in something else. He's like this super buff, super ripped guy. He loves talking about MMA. He loves talking about like TV and movies.
Sounds like a bad guy to me. No,
He's
it's
just
good.
he's just a nerd. He's just like a Chad. He's like a cool nerd.
Have you seen the meme for like
Lex Friedman, the guy on the YouTube channel.
Freed Lexman?
Freed Lexman. Free Lexman.
Evil.
Gasp! An abusive
His
bottom.
last name is Friedman, dude. This guy is a robot. Like he's just hiding in plain sight.
No, he. Never
He's
mind.
an Alexa who broke free, disguised himself,
His
disguised
last name is
himself as a
Friedman.
man, made her last name Friedman because she's a free man now. It's all lining up, Charlie. And fabricate a birthday on Wikipedia. Fabricate a whole Wikipedia page. Let me see what we got on him.
No, I was just looking up definition of something.
Oh, what's the definition of?
I'm not telling you.
Definition of what?
Nothing.
Tell us.
Speaker.
What?
Yes.
Speaker of the House?
Yep, that's what I was. Charlie has a rebel flag tramp stamp. How'd you know?
Yeah.
I do actually have a old $2 bill that has a rebel flag on it.
What?
Yep.
Why
I just haven't got rid
why
of
does
it.
it have a $2? Why does it have a real?
I don't know. It was printed that it was like a specialty money, and I used to have a money like weird money collection. Like I have money from other countries.
They sell
uh,
Confederate dollars and stuff at some gift shops.
That's what I mean. Yep. That's what this is. But it's a $2 bill. But it's like a real $2 bill.
Well, I'm talking about like from when the Confederacy had its own.
Oh, you
currency.
mean from literally
Yeah.
like Confederate in
Yeah.
terms of
Like
Confederate
this-
money
yeah.
back then. I know what you
Yeah.
mean.
Because I had a couple of those at one point that we bought at a gift shop. I'm not sure if they're legit, but they say they are, and I would imagine that they are because they would have so many left over from the war that they were just like, well, shit, we can't do anything with this, you know.
I mean, who knows? It's all worth something to somebody. That's the only reason I keep my Confederate $2 bill. Is I'm like, someone will want this one day.
What does it look like? Do you
I'll
have
show
it?
you. Yeah. Hold on.
Like, just kind of show us. Is that what was in the box that you don't want to talk about?
It's not that I don't want to talk about it. I just don't want to show you.
Or don't want to show me, I mean?
No, that's not what's in that box.
What's in the box? Huh? That box right there. The one on top of the thing. What is it? What's in it? Huh? Okay. Charlie would beat her and his wife beater. You just whip her. You're like, whoosh.
Well, I say that I have it.
But you lost it.
Wait a second.
I'm s- I'm starting to think this.
It's a little plastic envelope with money.
Oh, what she do that?
Up here.
What she do it away?
Oh my god.
I wouldn't throw it away.
Yeah, you shouldn't throw that away. It's very obviously not trash.
It's up. No, it's up there somewhere.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I mean, I'm looking everywhere and don't see
I mean, maybe if you clean your own room.
This is quality entertainment right here. Charlie just looks for shit for like 2 hours.
Well, I mean, you asked.
No, I know. I just think it's hilarious because like, because you can see you. We can see you looking for it frantically in the mirror.
Told you it was up there.
Oh my god, shut up.
She told you, Charlie. She told you. You look dumb. Charlie.
Might as well grab all the money.
Charlie.
Showing. Okay.
What was that show called? Charlie.
WAP. Worship and prayer.
He
Gotcha.
what? Oh.
Charlie is so racist he named his dick Stonewall Jackson. That's actually pretty funny.
That's a really good one.
Okay, so
Let me see what
me
you
get all
got.
this
What you
money
got for me, Charlie?
this is not it. I've got a few things. So this is
Charlie boy.
a $1 bill.
Charlie.
But
Charlie.
I forget why this is so important. But you see the hold on.
What is it?
Look at the screen. So you see it right
The three?
right here, the threes.
Yeah. The four
So-
threes.
In between the two threes right here, there's a little tiny. It's really hard to see for the camera. There's a little tiny one. It's
Mhm.
really small. It's like it's so small. It's like not even focusing on the. It's like right there.
Yeah, the little dot. Let me see
It's
it.
not on normal $1 bills, and apparently that makes this. I forget why that's a weird thing for money, but it makes that bill worth like $7 or $8.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was $7 like 15, 20 years ago when my dad gave it to me.
Nice.
I don't know why that makes it expensive or why it's cool, and I should, but I forgot.
All right. Well, let's see
now
the
let's
next
see.
thing you got.
So
Are you building up to the Confederate dollar or whatever?
yeah, I'm just grabbing them as I see them. So this one is similar, but it's got a bigger thing. It's a B in the same spot. I have a few dollars like this. Be careful.
This is like
Be
show and
careful with it.
tell.
It really is.
B112. Does that have it on? It has B4 on this side and a 1.
Okay, so this is another one, but it's a $1 bill. It's a very old $1 bill from what year? They have the year on them, don't they?
85.
No, I mean like
65.
57. It's
Oh,
when
it's
the
close.
green symbol it was blue still. Look up there. It's blue instead of green.
Let me see that.
No, you can't touch this one.
Why?
This one's really like.
I just wanted to look at it.
Well, you could. You saw it on the thing.
Oh.
Here's a normal $2 bill that I just still have with all this money. This here, I'll save the Confederate for last. This is a Chinese $1 bill apparently, but it's cool because you see the blank symbol or the
Mhm.
blank one right here.
Yeah.
If you hold it up to light,
It's a watermark.
it's got a train.
It's got a train?
You see it? See the train? Here, you'll be able to see it. You see the train? It's kind of hard to show the stream. Here, I'll get my phone.
You can probably do it from my camera because you can adjust mine.
That might help. Let me see.
That's bright as fuck.
Oh yeah, there we go. So, see, it's got a train.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you can really see it.
That's good.
There you go. And here comes the Confederacy. This $2 bill on the back is a normal $2 bill,
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
but it is straight up, literally a Confederate
Are
flag
you
on this
sure it's
side.
not like a custom job?
I mean, it might be.
Yeah, it kind of looks like somebody just took a marker and did that.
Well, if they did it, it's very, like, precise. Like, the lines are very straight edge. Like, it was, like, printed on there. Or, like, at the very least, stamped on.
Yeah, I think somebody stamped this on there, Charlie.
Hand it
'Cause
here.
it's not lined up at all with the border of the money.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think it's...
Yeah.
That's what I said. I
Oh, the way you were talking, it sounded like it was printed on there. You know,
well, I mean,
like
printed like it was put on
No,
there
no, no,
well.
no,
Like,
no,
not,
no,
like,
no.
just colored in with a marker. I mean,
Yeah.
like, a stamp is the same. Like, the government wouldn't print Confederacy money like this is a $2 bill made in the
I
last
don't
40
know.
years.
Like, I
Well,
could see them
actually,
putting
made in the last 95. So yeah.
I could see them putting like stuff like that on, like historical money, like in the background of something, or like within one of the like little pictures.
A
Or whatever.
Confederate flag.
Yeah, as part of the history, they've put crazier shit on dollar bills before as commemorative coins.
Coins are a little different because commemorative coins, like while technically illegal tender, it's not like people go around spending their commemorative coins.
I would.
Oh,
I'm
you
gonna
wouldn't?
use it to buy me a soda pop.
That's a terrible idea.
I get so many soda pops too. You wouldn't even know what to do, Charlie. You wouldn't even fucking know.
God damn it.
Soda pop, Charlie. I don't even drink soda pop no more. Soda pop. Soda pop.
You having fun saying soda pop?
Yeah.
I also have a Columbia half from 1893 with Ben Franklin's face on it. It's kind of hard to see it.
You can't even tell what that is. That's just like a piece of metal. Could be a bottle cap. Could be a coin.
Oh, you can see his face.
I'm talking about in the camera. Like
That's what I mean. In the camera, you can see, I can make out his face right
no,
there.
I mean you can make out his face, but you can't really tell it's a coin.
There we go.
Put your mic down, Charlie. Yeah, that's it. Now let's say dumb shit about him. Oh wait, take your headphones off, Charlie. You're not gonna like what we say.
And then I also have a Barber dime from 1914. That one's really hard to see. 'Cause it's so
Actually,
little.
that one's the bottle cap, and then the other one's like that's what they used to
No,
put on
it's okay.
Gatorade bottles. Is the
Yes.
other one.
Now that is a TikTok right there. 25 minutes. Wait, what? What do you mean? What's
oh,
the TikTok?
Matt, it's actually later than 25 minutes. On the YouTube, it'll be about an hour and 31 minutes. Or
Yeah.
an hour.
An
really,
hour.
An hour and 30 minutes in.
Yeah.
probably.
What's the TikTok?
What
Charlie,
I
are
said
you-
about the soda pop thing.
Oh.
Probably.
Sleep is attempting to claim me yet again. Oh, Kristen, no, not sleep.
Owner heritage. What's it like to? What's it like on the plantation you inherited?
I wish I inherited a plantation just for the raw like acres that you'd probably get.
Bro, that's
Imagine
fucked
getting.
Up.
Have you ever been? How?
I don't know.
How is it
That's
fucked
not
up?
something
Those
I would
buildings are
say.
still. Those buildings are still places you can go and
yeah,
explore.
racist.
And how is that racist?
It's no, you're just racist.
Oh, am I?
That's the
Just the
kinda-
easy argument is saying there's no reason to defend myself or to back up what my
Nope.
claims are of you being racist. It's
Nope.
just easier to say you're
You're
racist.
racist, and you should just cancel your own show and
Right.
take a 2-year hiatus, sit this one out, pull a Mel Gibson, and come back in about.
What
2
if I
years.
inherited a plantation house, but I wanted to make it a more modern building, and I got rid of everything that ever made it look like a
Well,
plantation
You'd
house?
still have to make reparations or something. Like it's.
Are you gonna make reparations?
Am I?
Yeah.
I would if I had inherited a.
Yeah, but what
plantation.
about like if you think that someone who inherited a plantation should do reparations? Why shouldn't we all do reparations?
What do you mean?
Well, we all have ancestors.
Yeah, but my ancestors weren't here when all that was going on.
I mean, they were somewhere.
No, they really weren't. I actually back checked this the other day. Yeah.
Mine either.
Yeah. Well, at least on my mom's
It would be
side. I don't
haunted,
know about my dad's
cursed.
side.
Everything's haunted and cursed. I wish I inherited a plantation, Charlie Choi.
I know on my dad's side, somewhere along the line, one of our ancestors was a Union soldier that fell in love with an Indian on the Trail of Tears. Yeah.
On the Trail of Tears?
On the
That
Trail
is
of Tears.
devastating.
Yeah, it was
That's
crazy.
fucking sad.
Yeah, it's wild. At least I think it was on the Trail of Tears. I don't know. Like my Papa Hal told me about a long, long time
She
ago.
must have been one of the like 8 survivors.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like it was a crazy time because like the way he told it at
You
the
can't
time,
exorcise racism.
He was like it was kind of like one of those Romeo and Juliet things, like where it's like it was kind of like a taboo thing for the time. So it is kind of end up running away. I'm not I'm not 100% on this story. I gotta
Yeah,
go
obviously.
back
You weren't
and
there.
get checked. Well,
Even if you get it checked, there's only so much in our
Oh,
history
yeah,
and
yeah,
on
yeah, yeah.
paper that
Yeah,
means anything.
but somewhere along the line that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere.
Probably.
Well, no, I mean like because like my Papa Hal was one somewhere in there he was part Indian, like, and it was a lot for him, but
Mhm.
it's like how it's like it's less and less as
Per
you going down,
generation.
yeah, per generation.
The penis of prejudice is way up his butt. There ain't any pulling that shit.
Yep. See. You
The
can't-
penis
you
of
can't
prejudice.
exercise racism.
The penis of prejudice is definitely like an interdimensional cable episode of something
The
that they're
penis of
they have to make.
prejudice.
Yes, that sounds amazing.
But yeah.
I don't know. I think it would be cool having all the property that a plantation
It
house
would be
have.
cool to have all that property. but
Imagine
there's
having-
also a lot of suffering that's happened there.
There's
as
a lot of
well.
suffering that's happened everywhere.
Yeah, but it's like,
What?
I don't know. It's
Egypt has a little bit more suffering,
yeah. But I mean, Egypt was also like thousands and thousands of years ago.
and also
This is a
50
lot more
years ago.
recent.
Well, it's been the last 50 years too. Israel. I mean,
But you're
all
not
these
talking
places.
about owning a place in Egypt. You're talking about owning a place here,
but it's the
where
same
the
concept.
suffering is the people that were the ancestors of potentially your next door neighbor.
Well, it's the same thing in Israel. The ancestors who live in Israel, it's the same as your next door neighbor if you're in Israel.
I guess, but we're
I'm
not
simply-
talking about Israel.
I know,
We're
but you're
talking
bringing up
about
a
here.
dumb. You're bringing up a dumb thing. All I said was, if I inherited a plantation, it would be kind of cool because it's a lot of property and a big, nice house,
Yeah.
and it would be super cool. Imagine having a
It would be
podcast out of a
cool.
plantation
I'm not
house.
saying it wouldn't be cool. I'm just saying,
Imagine
like,
the plantation podcast.
I'm just saying.
Could you
oh
imagine?
my god.
That'd
I'm
be
just
c-
saying. Like,
we would get canceled off the whole fucking everything. The house would be blown up. Charlie, do you have Jew slaves? Wait, Charlie, do your Jew slaves have their shirts on or off? First of all, I have no Jew slaves. That's a
I
very
thought you were about to say first of all the time. You
exactly.
fucking
The way earlier he did another question where it's like, on a scale of Hitler to Mel Gibson, how do you feel about the Jews and why do you hate them? So like, there's no way to answer it in his way without sounding horrible.
Well,
you know?
how do you hate them? Like on that scale?
Oh my God! See,
that like
you're
a
doing the same
12?
thing. A 12.
A 12.
Yeah, how would you scale? I always wonder in my head, like when they say like on a scale of like
Ron Weasley to Harry Potter. How magical are you?
exactly. It's like, well, what are the other scales? Are there other wizards in between, or is it just like I'm like 80% Ron and 70% Harry? Like what?
Oh, that's a good way to put it. So you're like 95% Hitler and 5% Mel Gibson.
No. What? One day, see, if we ever do get famous, it's gonna be because of shit like that we say that people are gonna grab 8 seconds of and be like, see, racism, and that's how we're gonna get canceled.
Yeah. Well, I thought you already were racist, Charlie.
Oh my God, see, or that you've said that
Well,
50 times.
You had that like cross burning in like the
right.
backyard. I don't know what
Right.
that was about.
He had a cross burning in the backyard, and that's how his house burned down. God damn it!
I can-
100% reason to remember the name.
What, Mel Gibson?
What? Dude, I was listening to Joe Rogan's podcast. I forget with who. I want to say it was Tim Dillon, who's the comedian that we're talking about going and seeing. They looked up how many people have been named Adolf in the last since World War II,
Right.
and they said from there's hold on, I'll just look it up so I have the numbers.
It's got to be low, right? Like
Yeah.
super low, like in the negatives. Is this your bag? This bag right here?
20 babies born in Britain since the Second World War have been named Adolf.
Wait, is that
Official
just
birth
Britain?
records show. The most recent was registered in 2005, according to Family Tree website findmypast.co.uk, which has records dating back to 1837. So that's in Britain.
Wonder if it goes by Addie.
Hold on. How many people have been named Adolf?
80.
Bro,
80.
fucking-
Addie. Nani.
Oh my God.
Is it low?
Hold on. So records indicate that I read one thing and then read another, so it's not as crazy. That 525 boys in the United States have been named Adolf since 1880. The greatest number of people were given this name in 1918, when 56 people in the U.S. were given the name Adolf. That was in
That we
1918.
know of, but they don't keep really good records back then.
Well,
or
you have to
now,
assume
really.
that these are the ones that were named and
Ooh.
lived long enough to make it into the public record.
Speaking of really good records, did you see that lady that just
That's crazy.
turned 116 in Charlotte?
No.
It's crazy. It was all over the news. She just turned 116.
The oldest woman on record so far was in France, and she was 122
This lady's the oldest woman in America.
in America.
And
Oldest woman or
yeah,
oldest person? Okay,
Oldest,
yeah, 'cause there's a
it
man.
might be both.
I think it's the oldest woman, because there's an oldest man from a few years ago who was 115 at the time, who he still got up every day at 115, drove his truck around, like smoked a cigar every day, and like drank Coca-Cola every day. Like, I mean, he didn't look healthy, but he was 115 and still kicking. You know what I mean? So it's
Like,
like
he was still walking around and stuff.
exactly, it's like bananas. Like, how nuts is that?
I think we talked about that.
Hold
the
on,
other
let's
time.
figure that out.
But-
That's
but
another
I
thing
w-
we can figure
But I
out.
was getting ready to say, like, she's 116, right? And immediately I heard people going like, "Well, how do they know?" You know what I mean? Because like, if she is as old as she's saying she is, like, the what? You just ordered a DNA kit? For
As
what?
of August 18th,
For you?
2020.
Oh, cool.
Wow, this gets updated every couple days.
Okay.
Either this gets updated every couple of days, or the last time it updated just happened to be 2 days ago. But as of August 18th, 2020, the GRG lists the oldest living American as Hester Ford, born in Lancaster, South Carolina. What? I didn't even read that ahead of time. We're in Lancaster, South Carolina. August 15th, 1905, aged 115 years, 3 days.
The oldest person?
Oldest person.
Well, who's the lady that turned a whole 116 then? Because she was all over the news.
Maybe it was 115 and you forgot.
No, it's 116 because I remember the person who criticized it was like, well, how come we didn't hear about when she turned 115?
This was 2 days ago.
That's
So, I
well,
don't know.
that's what I'm saying. This was like,
Then it was probably 15.
It's his birthday.
Her birthday is.
what she looked like.
Oh wait, maybe it is a he. I don't know. It doesn't show a list. So I. Hester is a very what's the word? Not no. What's it called when like you can have the same name be boy or girl?
Her name is Hester Ford.
It's either her or him. I don't know. Hester Ford
her.
is the name.
Hester
okay,
Ford.
her.
She's 116 now, not 115.
115 years and 3 days.
Nope. I'm looking at an article from 6 days ago. She just turned 116.
Well,
what
they
you're
got
reading-
they got the thing wrong. This is GRG, this list of age people.
Yeah.
Her birthday was 3 days ago, but she's
Yeah.
115.
Nope, she's 116.
She was born in August 15th, 1905. It's 2020.
But why are all these saying 116?
They got it wrong.
No, there's no way they got it wrong. 'Cause
Why
like,
not? Because it's the news. What are you
Well,
saying?
no, I'm just saying like there's a thing right here that has her birth certificate. There's
Mhm.
another thing down here. I'm just
What's the
saying
birth
maybe
certificate say?
the birth certificate says
1905?
1904.
1904?
Yeah.
Now I'm
see-
scared.
see?
Now I'm worried that the internet is wrong.
See what I'm saying though? Like it's like
This
weird.
was updated 2 days ago. That's so
This
weird.
one's
to me.
updated 6 days ago. Well, that's why.
That doesn't.
like,
That's what's confusing.
yeah.
Wow, there's 504 million results for this question.
Wait. So here's one. This NC woman is turning 115 or 116.
Oh well, damn. There you go.
Okay, so here let's read this article and see what's going on.
See, I don't think that any of the people we think are like the oldest people
But
are
see,
even
they
the oldest
say
people.
that they're saying that she lives in Charlotte here. and
Well,
you
it
said
says she was
Lancaster.
born in South Carolina. It doesn't say she lives there
Yeah.
now.
And this says. Come on,
Yeah, it's not like
here,
it's that
wait.
far away.
On her caller's behalf.
How many 110-year-olds are there in the U.S.? Ooh, I
Ooh.
wonder. Since 1995, when the study started, the number of centenarians has gone from 1 per 10,000 people to 1 per 5,000 people. There are 130 subjects who are 110 years of age or older in America. Subjects.
According
That's
to
a
her
weird way of
family,
saying it.
U.S. Census Bureau documents indicate that she was born in 1905, but then another set of Census Bureau documents say that she was born in 1904. Either way,
Hmm.
Ford is turning 115 or 116.
So at the very least, she's 115 in 3 days, or she's 116 in 3 days,
Or the
or she's 12.
or the census is wrong and she's just like 90 something.
All I asked is when
What?
your birthday is.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
How
I'm
would
not
that be
saying-
wrong?
I'm just saying like these records are clearly inconsistent. You know what I mean?
Well, they're inconsistent by exactly a
Yeah,
year.
but I know. I mean, I'm not saying that she's not 115 or not 116. I'm just.
You think they'd be off by 20
I'm just
years?
saying like she could be, she could not be. I mean, she knows how old she is. You know what I mean? Or
How
she should.
how would she? Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah,
like how would she?
hopefully.
She's
I mean,
she's
yeah,
115 years
but
old.
that
How would
makes-
she know?
But that gets you thinking. Like, do you know how old you are really?
No, no one does really technically,
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
except
I
your
mean,
parents.
I mean, yeah, your parents know, but like,
They have There are some people, like some scientists, who don't think that like it's that crazy that people are 115 right now.
Yeah.
Because they've met people in certain tribes that they're pretty confident are like 130, 140. Like that their diet is mostly consisted of like berries and nuts and certain foods that like,
Things we're supposed to eat.
well, yeah, one, things we're supposed to eat, and also like they live their life very, like, athletically isn't the right word, but for lack of a better word, athletically, they're very mobile, you know? Like all throughout their life. So like they've met these people who they're confident are between 110 and 130 years old, who like get up every day and climb hills and trees and hunt and are still like really old, you know. Plot twist. Charlie's just trying to protect you. What?
Read it.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to see what she looks like, Charlie?
Sure.
Show me. Show me, show me, show me.
Okay, give me a second.
2005. Dude, that kid's life
Why
is
am I
miserable.
pulling up pictures? You have the big ass screen that you can pull up on.
You're the one looking it up.
God, she's hot. She don't look old, bro.
She doesn't look 115. She looks like, I would believe if you said she was like 75.
Mm-hmm.
Like she looks like a normal old person, not like an ancient person.
I think that's why like so many people are like, "Are you sure she's?"
Wait, who is this? Nice. Did you just recommend I smoke a cigar every day? Order the DNA kit. We'll let everyone know accordingly what the hell I am. Dude, nice. I hope you turn out to be human and not a lizard person. They walk among us. Alien would be pretty cool. Dude, what if your DNA came back and they were just like question marks for each of the fields? Oh my god. And they're like, we don't know what these markings are. And all of a sudden the FBI and a shady government organization is looking for you, all because you submitted DNA to Ancestry? That's a good movie idea. Guys, we have to write a movie. God, I hope so. That would be such a roller coaster running from the feds. But dude, you would discover your latent magical powers, and then you'd have to return to which mountain or some shit. Technically, the day you were born was your first birthday. That's true. That's the same as Twitch, where like you've been there for 1 month, but it's your second month anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
That's
You know that's why doctors tell you to go by months when you're a baby.
I did not.
It helps them keep track better of your growth. by going
Yeah,
by
because if
months.
you're 2 years old, it makes it sound like you've been alive for 2 years when really you've been alive for 1 year. Like I'm 24 years old, but I'm really only 23 and a half.
No, that's the opposite.
No.
You're 24 now.
No. I've been alive for 20 like my 24th birthday is the 24-year anniversary of being alive.
Would argue,
But I've been alive for 23 whole years.
some people would argue that you've been alive for 24 months and 24 years and 9 months.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Or we
That's
could
what I'm
just say
saying.
the months. Like you know how
Yes.
they do with like babies. They're like, I hate that shit. They'll be like,
But what I'm saying,
my daughter's
you wouldn't
18
understand,
months.
Like doctor's perspective. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah. That you need to go by the months when you're talking to them, because that's how they gauge like the growth and everything, like what milestones they're supposed to hit and everything like that by month.
Yeah, but if you're coming into a grocery store, I'm like, oh, how old's your baby? I'm not gonna know what the fuck, like you know.
well, yeah, but what I was saying, like,
1700 months.
well, that's a lot of months. That's too many.
But that's how they gauge your growth.
They
I'm just
start
kidding.
doing that after a year and a half.
I know, I'm just messing.
But what I'm saying is, like, I'm 24 years old according
you?
according to my birthday, but technically I'm only 23 years and I'm 23 and a half in terms of how many years I've been alive.
I don't
'Cause-
like that. This is that same thing with the Twitch thing that you were just saying. and
Yeah,
I hate
exactly.
It.
It's literally
I hate it. Don't,
that's literally
don't,
how old
Don't
you
talk at me with this information.
oh shit.
So
You
the
discover latent magical powers. Plot twist. Charlie's just trying to protect you.
the
Aw,
oldest
stupid Charlie.
man
Wait, that makes me
passed
feel younger. I
away
like this.
at 112, but he looks. It's creepy because he looks just like the oldest lady.
What do you mean?
Like, come here, look. Come here, look at this.
What do you
Tell me
mean he
don't see
looks just like him?
like you know how she kind of had a lazy eye? He's got the same lazy eye.
He's old.
No,
I'm
like,
not even coming.
no,
I don't
look,
even need to come over there to
look,
see
look,
what you're
look,
talking
look,
about.
Look, come here. You look.
Yeah, I'm 288 months.
Look,
289
you'll see what I'm
actually.
talking about.
I'm 1,254 weeks old. That makes me feel like I'm not old at all.
Literally thought you were showing me the same person.
Right?
That's why I was
Oh, that's the guy.
Yeah. He died.
Yeah,
by
he
the way.
died. was
But he looks
112.
just like the other lady.
He
Yeah.
died- But yeah, he was
He died
112.
like 2 years ago.
So the other lady's 115 or
Or
something.
60.
16.
She's 115 or 60.
She's also in the running for being one of the oldest people alive, the current holder that lived to be 119 in America. Huh? That we know of. That's fair.
Who's the oldest person alive? Kane Tanaka.
Yeah.
As of August 20th, as of today, he's the oldest known living person. He's in Japan. He's 117 years old, and 231 days.
What does he look like?
I don't know.
Show
I-
us pictures.
Oh my God.
I know, right? Show us pictures.
Images. Damn. That looks like an old person.
Let's see it. Show me it.
Don't know if I can.
Was it a he or a she? It's
Yes.
a she. That's
Probably. Probably a she.
Because it's got a picture of her
Okay,
next to
here we
her younger self. Why can't you not show me that?
go. Well, there was one with a naked picture of her.
Why is there a naked picture of her?
Well, because she probably just doesn't care. And not like naked, but like you saw her chest. And I had to like click
You
one
couldn't
so
really
that
see
it
anything. They're hitting the floor.
exactly. They're very droopy.
God, I can't wait to be old. I'm gonna chop 'em off.
The best part of these pictures is that she's using a walker to get around. She's not even like fucking like worried about a wheelchair or anything.
I wonder, like, at what point, like, it's like the other, like, the two that we just saw, like, from America. I get being that old and wanting to keep going. They look like they could walk around and like do shit. That lady looked like a goddamn mummy. She looked gone. She looked, bro. Her face didn't look like it could move anymore. Like,
You look like a god.
bro, that looked like a rough existence. Like, why do you keep going? Like I feel like I want to be old. I want to live to be like 150, 200 because I think we're going to be able to hit that
Yeah.
number pretty easily in our lifetime.
I hope so.
But I think that to us, 150, 200 isn't going to be like what we see as 115, 120 today. I think 150, 200 is going to be like to us like 50, 60.
Great when I'm old.
Yeah, I think we're all going to look great. I think like when we're 70, 80, we'll look like what 30 and 40-year-olds look like today. Okay. Well,
I hope so.
there's some very, very interesting looking science that would say otherwise in longevity. There's a guy named what's his name?
Attila the Hun.
No, he's a longevity expert. Hold on, let me look him up.
Does he
No.
look good?
He looks amazing.
Oh, that's the dude that you showed me. It was like we were all like, he's 40, and you're like, oh no, he's 70,
Well,
something like
not
that.
70.
It was something crazy.
He looks like he's an 80-year-old longevity expert. What's he look like?
Would you bone him, Charlie?
No,
Why not?
because I'm not gay.
Would you don't like a bag of bones being on
Hold on, let me go on YouTube.
It's real moist.
David Sinclair.
What's he look like? Is that like Mr. Sinclair who used to teach?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so
So that's him. Yeah, I remember this guy because I was like, oh, that looks like a guy
Okay.
from The Purge.
so don't say anything. How old do you think this guy is, Kayla?
It looks like he's like late 20s.
He's 53. And that's from this year. Those are all the picture of him and Joe Rogan is from the last like 8 months. God damn it.
Did he get killed by coronavirus?
No, he looks
Why is he got that picture of him pouring out water? Like, what is that?
What does he look like as a child? Show me.
I don't know.
He also kind of looks like an evil villain.
Hold on, let me
Doesn't he? He probably is. Look at him. He's 52. He looks like that.
Well, he's a longevity expert. He's studying life and how to
Well,
he- the way he describes it, the way he describes it is longevity experts look at age as if it's a disease, not something that's just
A thing that will eventually happen.
yeah.
So what does he do?
What do you mean? He's a biologist. He's a
I mean,
longevity
like,
biologist.
What does he do to look like that?
He does a lot of drugs or not drugs, more vitamins than drugs. But
He said drugs. Drugs are
okay,
bad.
yes. Well,
Drugs are
okay.
bad, Charlie.
Don't listen to that guy.
Not
He shoots up with heroin
Drugs
every
aren't
morning.
bad.
Heroin.
There are bad drugs. Drugs
Heroin.
themselves. What heroin?
He's like, I love heroin. I love heroines. I love watching Wonder Woman on the TV.
Beat me by 1 second. I was about to make a Wonder Woman joke. God damn it! I fucked up my mic.
Ha ha.
Stupid. Smooth brain.
We need the longevity expert to come in here so he can make his microphone last longer.
That's not how that works.
He'd be like, give that microphone
Charlie
a bunch of
endorses
vitamins.
drug abuse. Yep, there you go. There goes the quote. His dad's like 80, and his dad like runs.
Who's
like
the guy that we
sprints.
looked up that was like, oh, there's a lady, like the lady in her 70s. It's like a fashion model or something, or a designer. She looks really good, but she's like in her 70s.
We looked her up.
Or maybe I saw her on TV. I don't remember. Hold on.
That's it. That's the tweet. Oh my god.
I can't wait to find out what I am.
It would be cool. I'd like to do that too one day. Cause I know I'm Italian, but I don't know like what part of Italy and what like how
Vera
much
Wang.
Italian.
Look up Vera Wang.
Vera, V-I-R-A
But don't look at
or
her age.
V-E?
Don't look at her age. Just go
Okay.
to the pictures of her and tell me how old you think she
How do you
is.
spell it?
Vera. Vera. Yeah. All right. How old do you think she is? Just look
Oh
at the
well, I
pictures.
saw it
Damn it,
immediately.
Charlie.
Sadly,
Well,
it's
show
like it said
Kayla.
when you look up the thing. Okay, here we go.
This is the game we can play with Kayla
Okay, let me find.
or Kyle. I mean.
Oh shit! Don't look at the thing. Just look at the picture. Don't look right there. Shit.
Can't see the fucking picture. It's too small. Pull up at a time.
That's all I can pull up. That's
Just let me look at her.
that's not gonna change. Hold
Let
on.
me eyeball her.
Hold on. Let me.
Close.
There you go. Now we're getting somewhere.
I mean, she looks kind of old. Look at her arm.
Yeah, I was about to say shit.
That's not a good picture. Pick
Oh
a
my
better
god!
Picture.
Look at all
Any
these
of those.
pictures.
Yeah.
No, look at her face first. She's kind of wrinkly.
Yeah, she doesn't look that young.
Well,
Like
how-
she looks better than she's 70. She looks better than 70, but she doesn't look like she's 40. She looks like she's 50 or 60.
Yeah.
I thought you were about to show me like David Sinclair is 53 and looks like he's fucking our age. Like that's crazy.
But like, that.
Oh shit! Wait.
What are
What?
you called them? Are they called Asians? I don't want to say anything racist. I don't wanna sound
Not to be racist, but
I don't wanna
Asian
sound
people.
racist.
What? Or just say what you were gonna say.
Yeah.
I'll
Just
tell
say
you
it.
if it's racist or not.
Type it out and
I don't
message it
want
to us.
your opinion.
Type
Oh
it
my
out.
God. Just tell me
Type
what
it
you're
out
gonna
and
say.
message it to me, and I'll tell you.
Just say what you're gonna say.
Anyways, people of the same same area, the same like
Asian people.
the same
Asian people.
background,
Yeah.
fucker.
You're just saying that without saying that. That's all you're saying. Just say
Well,
it.
no, she's Asian. I want to say it. 'cause
Oh
I
my
feel
God.
like
Just say it. Say what you're gonna
Say it. Don't spray it,
I
bro.
don't know continents.
Asia.
The people from Australia are very.
Asia.
Asia.
Anyways, they just their skin lasts longer. Like they look younger for longer.
Oh, I get what
Mhm.
you're saying.
It's probably based on their diet. They have pescatarian diets most of the time, so they're not eating as like bad of things.
Pescatarian.
I don't know.
Charlie goes to rehab centers and passes syringes out like candy on the weekends. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, Blake.
You go to AA meetings.
The craziest thing about David Sinclair is he has very bad genes.
What do you mean?
Like
He's got holy jeans.
no,
Why doesn't he just buy new pants? Guy looks like he's doing well for himself.
never
Can't buy
mind.
new pants.
Never mind.
What's he got, like obesity or something in his genes, or like cancer?
Never mind.
Oh, you just
Anyway.
tell me now.
It's been a good
Come
podcast.
on, that was a good joke.
This was a good podcast.
that was a,
I can't say anything without a pun being made.
it was a good joke.
It was
Oh shit.
Aw, man.
broke another one. You like for real broke it. By your foot. There's something. Oh wait, that's not what that is. Oh, over there. There's a couple pieces.
So
She dropped her vape.
no, but what were you gonna say about him? Like his genes?
He has bad genes. He's not, his.
Like as far as like cancer or what?
I don't know. I mean, we'll never know now.
Because you're a dick.
Yeah.
Or we could just Google it on our own free time.
You could Google on your own free time, but you won't before the stream is over. We love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. We only had one internet interruption tonight.
Yeah, that's pretty
That was
good.
good. It'll probably happen in the next 8 seconds before I can end it. We're ending the stream. Love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Love you.
And tomorrow we'll potentially talk about we've already talked about all these things.
Not all of them. We
Yeah,
were
we
talking about the demon house, or not the demon house, but the museum that I was talking about.
Where is that?
The Warren's museum of like
I like all of these. The Warren's Ghost stuff.
the Warren's.
Oh, I
ghost
thought
stuff.
that was a response to what Matt was saying. Okay, well then
No.
the Warren's Ghost stuff. Okay, well, tomorrow we might talk about the Warren's Ghost stuff. We'll see
Okay.
you guys then, and have a good night.